Welcome to my world. Won't you come on in?
Manchester. Here's Peter White.
Good morning, Peter.
I know that, dude.
All right, everyone, away we go on a Wednesday morning. It's Hump Day, everyone. Good morning, Manchester. It's the morning show coming at you once again at 95.3 FM WMNH, Manchester's only downtown radio station. Yes. All right, we got a great one for you today, folks. Let me tell you, we're waiting on Matt Courchesne. He's making a coffee run. Thank you so much, Matt. We'll be waiting on you. He'll be here in a few minutes, but right now, let me introduce our guest who's hanging out all morning with us, Mr. Christian Lacosse. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to see you, man. It's good to.
It's great to see you.
I haven't seen you in a while.
Been over a year. Over a year.
Well, you got a lot of exciting things going on, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You know, you opened up the In-Town Manchester Summer Music Concert Series.
Yep, what an experience.
We are going to talk about that and some of the stuff that goes along with that. So get ready, everyone. We have 75 degrees in downtown Manchester right now, and it is going to get humid and more humid. So I believe there are some Manchester cooling stations. We'll try to get those up later in the show. But it's going to be hot all weekend long, so get ready. Get ready. It is summertime. You know, I was in line at Dunk's today, and I was getting my coffee, and I don't understand why people don't understand the drive-through system, okay? I'm going to tell you, I was trying to get up to the speaker to make my order, but the car in front of me didn't move forward enough. There was like a 2-car length, and it was ridiculous. I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, do you have these problems, Christian, with life?
No.
Sometimes?
Well, yes.
Right.
Yes, all the time.
Amazing. All right, the phone lines are open all morning long, 2506007, and you're going to be with us all morning, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, this is going to be exciting. You're going to play some tunes for us?
Yes, sir.
Wow, this is great. So you were on Rob Azevedo's show recently, Granite State of Mind, correct?
Yep.
And how was that experience?
That was amazing.
Right?
To be able to play live on the radio. And then when I got back to school, all my friends were like, hey, I listened to your radio show. You did great. I'm like, thanks, guys. Like,
right.
And then the outpouring of support from my friends and family through all this is just, wow.
Well, it seems like over the past year, you're really going for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've really changed. It's amazing to think where I was last year compared to where I am this year.
Well, that's great. That's some positivity here on a hump day. Oh, Mike Martineau will be dropping by,
yes,
too.
Sir,
Now, he's a personal friend of yours, right?
Yep.
Mike knows everybody.
He does. He came to my show Thursday, and I was like, oh, hey.
Yeah, he's one of the nicest guys we know, to be honest with you. So he will be down here. Let's say good morning to Bill Burke in our Facebook live room. Laura Gilman, good morning. Now, our friend Laura will be getting married in just a few short weeks.
Congratulations.
So, yeah, we didn't get invited to the wedding, but that's okay, Laura. I keep saying it, but I'm not trying to make you feel bad. You know, I'll look at pictures on Facebook. I'll feel like I was there. So, very good. So, let's say good morning to our friend Peter Fleming. Good morning, Peter. How are you? You got to get
morning,
in.
Peter.
Peter's a great guy. You got to you got to come in here, Pete. You got to come in here.
Why does that name sound familiar?
Because the guy is everywhere. He's in the Knights of Columbus.
That's why I have him on Facebook. I've seen so much of his stuff.
Yeah,
now I know.
Yeah, he's one of these guys that does, makes you look bad because he does so many things when you're not doing that much. Compared to this guy.
Yeah.
Peter Fleming. He does a Special Olympics. He does the Best Buddies. He does. I mean, he's involved with some things, some organizations up in Concord. I don't know where he gets the time. And he holds down a job over at the Basket here on Elm Street.
Wow.
I'm telling you. No kidding.
I can't even do music and hold a job.
Right. Just ask Gonzo. Gonzo yesterday just said, because he was working, you know what I mean? Because he has a new baby, 1 month old. And he goes, yeah, but I guess it didn't work out. His new job didn't work out. So Gonzo's out there hitting the pavement this morning, looking for a job. So very good. We're very excited this morning. Very excited. All right. Hey, all right. Carol Robideau says, Christian, you made it. Do you have a history of not making it, Christian?
So, this almost didn't make it here because for some reason my bank account keeps getting drained.
Really?
Shout out to Carol for helping me out with that.
Oh, okay. Well, Carol's there to help everything. Wow.
She is awesome.
She is great. Well, let's introduce our old friend Mikey Martineau here this morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mike. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing good.
Yeah. You working today?
Yep, day game.
Day game. What time's that start?
12:05.
12:05. And who are the Fisher Cats playing this morning?
The Portland Sea Dogs.
Oh boy.
Ooh,
that's gonna be a game.
Right. Wow. Do you get excited when the Sea Dogs come into town?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty awesome. Do you ever run into anyone famous?
Not really.
Well, I'm going to tell you a story because way back. What was that? Oh, what was that?
Water bottle. My fault.
Oh, no, it's all right, Mike. Don't worry about it. I just wanted to make sure the place wasn't falling apart.
The building's collapsing.
Right.
Oh no.
Right. That's okay, Mikey. All right. Very good. And we are waiting on Matt Courchesne. So for all you Matt Courchesne fans out there this morning. So the game is today at 12:05, you said?
Yep, 12:05 start, end of the 3-game series.
Okay.
And then they head off to Redden for 4 games, and they come back Monday for a 8-game and 7-day stretch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So it's nice to work in the afternoon. You get it out of the way, right? Because then you have the night off. And I want to talk to you about hanging out at night now.
Oh.
Okay, because
Okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
I've seen.
Right, have you seen his Facebook
I saw his
post?
Facebook.
Right, now
Night
this
owl
guy,
over here.
you are ripping up the town with Edward Murphy on, was it
Yeah,
Saturday
man.
night?
Yeah.
Wow, what were you guys doing?
We went to the Live and Eden concert at Panucci's.
Right.
Yeah.
You went to a what?
There's a band playing at Panucci's called Live and Eden.
Okay.
Yeah, so we went to the. So basically, I was bar hopping all night, and
You were bar hopping.
yeah, because
Did you have to take care of Ed?
no, he took care of me
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
like he always does.
Right. So that must have been a crazy night, huh?
Yeah, it was nice.
2 dudes out on the town.
Yep,
Wow.
with his new girlfriend.
Oh, okay. Oh, are we supposed to talk about that?
No.
Are we supposed to talk about his new girlfriend? I'm not going to go there because that's none of my business.
Relationships.
Right. Well, here's another thing. I've been looking at we're friends on Facebook now too, Christian, and I've been seeing your Facebook stuff, and I see some stuff about relationships.
Oh, don't even get me started.
Right. It's not going too good in the private life.
I think it's about time I stop focusing on girls. So I start focusing more on music.
Right. So right now you're saying girls are a pain in the ass.
Basically.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you know what? You can't judge, you can't ruin it for all women by the actions of one woman. You know what I mean?
As Rob said to me, there's like 250,000 people in this city or whatever. He's like, the chances you finding a right girl are pretty good. And I'm like, yeah.
Well, I
guess.
think we're at about 130,000. But still, that's still a lot of chicks out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Rob Azevedo's giving you advice too. Wow.
Yep.
Does Mike Martineau give you advice?
I mean, he came into my show. That was enough.
Right.
Yeah.
I was glad to see a familiar face there.
Right. So how do you know Mike?
I watched him on here, and then found him on Facebook.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And
Nitro Circus, yes. And Nitro Circus.
no, even further back, we worked together like 2 or 3 years ago.
We did? Oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Cats. I
Wow.
forgot.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, two or 3 seasons ago.
I can't remember half the jobs I've
So
had.
you were working at the Fisher Cats too?
Yeah, it didn't last long.
So I know, well, kind of like Easy G. Do you know who you know
Yes,
Easy G?
he was here the last time I was on the show. Where has he been, honestly?
Oh,
Tell me about it, Mike. Do you know anything?
Oh, boy.
You have any idea?
I'm tempted to reach out to him.
Right.
Like, hey, are you
Do
good?
you have his phone number?
I found him on Facebook a few days ago.
Oh, okay. Well, I think he only uses his Facebook when he goes over to the library and uses those computers.
yeah.
Yeah, so
But apparently, when you posted about EZG, I thought Joe Law said he saw him at Market Basket like on Saturday and he was fine.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah. But I haven't seen him.
Right. He hasn't even called the show.
even
the
I
phone
called
lines.
the show.
The phone lines are like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
He's not even.
Call
He's
him.
not even calling Matt's show. You know, I don't know. Anyway, so waiting on Matt Courchesne, and let's say good morning to Ellen Philbrook. Good morning.
Good morning.
So you know Carol pretty well too, right, Christian?
Yeah,
All right.
I always keep in contact with her, especially through like Facebook groups and everything.
Oh yeah.
Because there's a Facebook group that me and her were in, and it has gone downhill really fast.
Really? Which one is that?
Manchester Happenings now.
Oh,
Man,
I'm in there too. I think.
did either of you see the video I made about the racism and everything?
I don't think I did.
Oh, it was a few weeks ago, and it turned out to be pretty controversial, and I didn't like it. One of the most viewed videos I've ever had, 850 views,
Right.
a lot of hatred, and I was like, wow, is this what Manchester's come to? Is this what, like, today's age has come to?
Right. I don't think it's just here. Just a lot of people are divided on just because, you know, it's opinions. It's people's
Yeah.
opinions. You know, if you don't like something someone else likes, I mean, you know, they'll tell you on Facebook.
Mm.
So, yeah. So you saw, wow, that's too bad.
Yeah, that.
Anything political that comes up, it turns into a circus anyway.
I try to stay far away from politics as possible at
Right.
the moment.
No, I agree. We're going to talk some politics with Carol, though, because we have a full list of who has signed up for everything in the Manchester municipal elections.
So I've heard.
Yes, a lot of exciting things going on there as that gets down to crunch time. All right, Matt Courchesne has finally made it into the studio. It's very nice. Nice of you to join us today, Matt.
You always do this. I'm out of breath. Good morning.
Right,
You got to give me a sec, man.
right. Okay, I'll give you a
Yeah,
sec.
I'm interning here for Peter, guys. So he sent me on a coffee run at 6:55. I didn't even know.
Matt Courchesne, good morning.
My summer intern job here at M&H.
Right, yes, you're doing well. I have the checklist out now.
Yeah, thank you. Good, thanks.
Right.
There's only another 50 things you need to do.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, well, it is good to see you. How you been?
I'm doing good. Thank you.
Very good. Do you know Christian here?
I don't. You kind of look familiar, bud, but
It's Christian Lacosse.
I don't know why.
Really? You guys know each other?
you a Central guy or
No.
where'd you go to school?
I went to MST.
MST. I saw you around there because I had some kids. I run a program working with the youth of Manchester, and I might have seen you around there. That's where.
I wish I would have known that.
You a Southside
years
kid?
ago. No.
No?
McLaughlin.
McLaughlin.
Christian, let me ask you, how old are you?
18.
Okay, so you're young. You're a young man. I mean,
I
wow.
feel it some days.
See, when did I meet you, Mike? Was it right? Was it when you were 18 or 19? Or how old were you? No, you were just about to turn 20, 21.
Because I appeared on Amsterdam the day after my 21st birthday, and I think that's the first time I want to say it was.
No, it was a little
Stick with
before.
that story, Mikey. Stick with that story.
Well, you know what, Mike? I think it was. I knew you a little bit before you turned 21.
Yeah.
A little bit before you turned 21. I think. Now, did you have your first legal beer with me?
I think I did.
I think right.
Yeah.
Wow.
I get,
After the show at the Pint.
That's right.
What'd you get, Mikey? A Bud Light?
I can't remember.
No.
Oh, there's been so many of them, huh? You can't remember
Yeah.
anymore.
No. He's moved on from hanging out with me, and he parties with Ed Murphy now on Saturday nights. He rips up the town. Did you guys take the pedicab?
We did not.
You didn't? Have you ever seen the pedicab around here?
Yeah.
You want to go for a ride in it someday?
Some point when I need it.
Yeah, well, no, just you and I will go for a fun ride someday. That'd be cool, and and I'll let you pick the music. What would you pick? Because you get to pick the music.
I'm not really sure.
All right.
What's a pedicab? I'm 18. This doesn't make sense.
Well, a pedicab is a guy on a bike that you can get in the back. You can get, it's like a little cart, right? Right? Would you say that, Matt?
Yeah, I don't know. I've never been on it.
No, but have you seen it around?
I haven't. I've never seen it.
It's basically a bike taxi.
Yeah, it's a bike taxi.
Well, those are all over the
I
place.
think I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
Mike Cashin runs that, and if you ever see him around town, check it out. It's really cool.
How many are going around?
Just one. Just
one?
him.
Just him.
Sometimes he wears costumes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's actually,
I got a kid that's 4 years old, so I've been out of the scene there for a little bit, but
well, I want take
at
the
some
kid,
point I'll be back, guys.
Yeah, take the kid on the pedicab.
Yeah, he would love that.
I mean, it's really cool. Just try not to go up too many hills.
No,
That's
we
so
stay right
much
on
better.
now, up and down.
Okay, you stay
He
right.
calls this the big city.
Really?
Hell yeah.
Now, Christian here, I want to talk about now your gig over at the park last Thursday. And now, how'd you get that? How'd you get involved with the In-Town Manchester summer concert series?
So I did a little bit of tracking them down. I did a little bit of internet searching because I've booked every show I've had. I've booked myself because I don't have a booking agent or anything. I'm not at that point yet. And I emailed In-Town Manchester back in April 1st. I didn't get a response back till 3 months later, a week before the show. And they're like, yeah, we can have you open next Thursday. I'm like, sounds great.
Right. Did they have to hear? Did you have to play for them? Did you have
No.
to? They didn't even know what you were going to do, right?
No.
You
I
could have
didn't
done
even
anything.
know what I didn't
You
even
could have
know.
came out and been a gangster rapper,
Right?
right?
What
Yeah,
type
no.
of music do you play, bud?
Honestly, any. Like, I don't know as many covers right now, which is a downfall, especially in this industry, especially starting out. I do a lot of, like, stuff off the top of my head, and I do a lot of originals. But lately, I've been into a lot of, like, breakup songs because, just relationships.
So you
and-
just recently ended a relationship?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're lucky. You're sitting with the two guys who have been dumped the most in Manchester.
Right.
I'm
No
the third.
problem.
I'm the third.
Really? No. Why? Now, did you end the relationship, or did the young lady end it?
She ended.
Right. Okay.
So those are the
And-
toughest ones. But
Yeah.
let me tell
but
you, it's
at
time.
At the same time, I was a little thrown off by it because I found out some stuff a few days later, and I was like, "Are you serious? This is ridiculous."
It's gotta be go ahead, sorry, bud.
It was actually a day of Nitro Circus, and I was hanging out with my friend Corey, and he was riding a scooter in the show, and I showed him the text, and he's like, dude, you don't need that. Like, come on, bud, you don't need that. Move on.
Yep.
You're young. You're gonna find other girls. I'm like, yeah, but it's like at the same time, I put so much into this relationship. I didn't need to, but I did.
This process might happen to you 6 more times, So
Yeah.
you get back out there, it's like you falling off the bike. You get back on, right? Mikey knows all about it.
Yes.
Well, right. And when a relationship ends, it's very sad, and whatever kind of sadness or that kind of pain you feel, you might not. You're like, oh, I can't stand. It goes away.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I'm Facebook friends with a lot of my former girlfriends now, and I actually root for them.
Right.
Honestly, I have told her several times that I did make a promise to her before we started dating that I would always be there for her as a brother, as a friend, no matter what she needed. And yes, I've had my rough spots because the past few weeks have been stressful on me, especially with like in the middle of like doing all these gigs. I'm still in school. I go to school full time, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do after school, whether it's music, going in the military, or anything. And it's stressful on me.
Yep. So relax with that one, too, because, number one, the military's always going to be there.
Yeah,
right?
that's for sure.
So,
I've thought about that lately.
you know what I
It's
mean?
always going to be there.
It's always going to be there, and you...
Yeah, you should. That's something you could look into, Matt.
Absolutely.
Right.
I can take you on my caseload, no problem.
Right. No, were you in the military, Matt?
I was not in the military. No, you had to do 20 push-ups. I only could do 17,
right,
so...
Right.
Um,
Didn't want to go through that.
too.
Yeah,
Me
well,
too.
you got plenty of time to figure that out and get in shape and You know, work on that. That's a great thing, too. Being healthy with your body is a great thing. So
That's one thing I do have to work on is physical fitness, because I feel like if I work on physical fitness, it will definitely help my mental health and everything else and make me feel better about myself.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So what I'm telling you, buddy, is relax. You're 18 years old. You
Yeah.
don't have to have it figured out right now. Yeah,
Just play your music,
a lot
man.
of us, right? Play your music, work, save your money. You'll meet other girls everywhere. I just think you
All you gotta
really
do is
work
hang
on
out.
this musician
You know
thing.
what? You need to go out and hang out with Ed Murphy and Mike Martineau on a Saturday night in Manchester. It looks like they have a great time.
When I turn 21, I will.
Oh, that's right. You can't. Well, that's all right.
Turn
You can,
21.
you can still go to some of these places. You just can't drink, and that's fine. You don't
Yeah,
need.
true,
you,
true.
you don't need that either. You don't want to end up like Mikey Martineau here. You know. How was your Sunday morning, Mike? Did you feel all right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No hangover or anything, right?
Nope.
Where'd you guys? Did you end up staying over Ed's house?
No, because we live in the same neighborhood, so.
Oh, okay.
And then Sunday I went to.
So you guys didn't get in trouble.
We did not.
Okay,
This
good.
guy Ed sounds awesome. Who's
Right.
Ed?
Sounds like a savage.
Right. Yeah, Ed Murphy. He just he's a guy about town.
Yeah, good, good.
He actually, his claim to fame with this show, he won the first ever giveaway that we ever had on this program. And he won.
What did you give away?
I gave him away. No, they were good. They were, Ed will even tell you. I think I gave him a bunch of tickets to the Taste of Downtown Manchester.
Oh, okay.
Which were about
and
$20.
Those aren't cheap.
Those are $20, I think, or
Yeah.
whatever, and for his whole family.
I almost want to say those are $50,
Well,
but I
maybe.
could be wrong. I could be
Well,
wrong.
maybe. Well, they're 20, but I sell them for 50.
But yeah, let's just inflate the price.
Oh boy! So the concert went well. So you talked to In Town Manchester. They didn't even check you out. They just threw you on stage.
Yeah, and I killed it. I did mess up at the end. I got a little too caught up in my emotions because my father wasn't there at the time because he wasn't feeling good. And
Okay.
I looked down at one point in the show and I started crying, and that's when I lost train of thought on everything. I had the set list in my head and everything. I was playing songs off my new EP that I was supposed to release, but thanks to my distribution company, I can't.
Right.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Well, that kind of thing happens to me every morning. You just lose your train of thought.
Yeah.
So your father's special to you, obviously.
He has been my number one supporter through all this. And even when I was 16, not knowing what I was doing, running away, being dumb.
Yeah.
Well, we're all a little dumb, especially at that age. I know
Yeah.
I certainly
I was on like a whole nother level of like immature. Now I'm like, I look back and I'm like, hey, I think I'm doing pretty good now.
But you learn from your mistakes, and that's the lesson. That's the lesson there.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Right.
All right. So your father's been the most your guy. He wasn't there at that show, and that affected you, obviously.
Yeah. And then I forgot how to play Sweet Home Alabama, and then I was like,
Well, that's
oh,
fine. You don't need to play that one anymore. I'm going to tell you right now.
It's not sunny enough out. It's not sunny enough.
You're not a Skinner guy, or
Well, I mean, how many times do you have to hear Sweet Home Alabama?
Come on, you don't have a 4th of July barbecue or a Labor Day barbecue without that and Zach Brown Band.
Well, okay, the Zach Brown Band, fine.
saw
But I
them.
mean, how many times do you have to hear Sweet Home Alabama?
well, Peter, I look at it from a different angle as you,
Right.
and I'm happy that he's playing Sweet Home Alabama, and the younger generation is carrying on. The music in the '60s and the '70s, bud, it's got to be the best.
It is, honestly.
And I'm happy that you're hitting those up. Turn it up.
It's about all I can take.
Well, it's been overplayed for you, man.
That's about all we can play anyway.
Right. I think it's it's great. You know what I mean? It's just one of those songs that you've heard a million times.
You see, the opening is all I got, and then I forgot it, and I was like, uh-oh.
Right.
I was like, oops.
So what the heck do you do?
I stopped there, and I was like, all
And
right,
then he went
I'm
into
gonna do one more song, and then I called it quits at like 7:40, 5 minutes before the end of the show, because I was like sweating. I had 2 panic attacks that day because it rained out.
Right, and it poured out.
It
that
rained
night.
at 2. I called them. I'm like, hey, is the show still on? I'm kind of
Oh,
worried.
it's on.
And she's like, oh yeah, the sound MFI Productions is there setting up right now. I'm like, oh, that's great. And then it started raining again at 5. Stopped around 6, and it cleared up, and it was beautiful. I mean, the sun
Right.
wasn't out, but still, it was beautiful. I'm surprised that as many people came out as they did.
Right. And it had to be.
A lot of my friends were there too.
How'd you like standing there though, while you knew, like, when you get on that stage and everyone's watching you? I mean, their focus is you.
It was nerve-wracking, but it was like I've always had an insecurity playing in front of people I know.
Right.
But I definitely got over that insecurity last Thursday at that show.
That is great, and that's a big thing to get over.
A lot of kids from my school were there, and a lot of kids from Manchester who I knew were there, and it was like, I haven't talked to these people in over a year, and they're at my show, and it's like, wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Good for you. And you got through it.
Yeah, I got through it. 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Best 45 minutes of my life.
And you got to hang out did you hang out for the whole show, the 4
No,
journey?
no, sadly.
Okay.
I had to go back because I go to school at Job Corps up on Dunbarton Road, and they were.
Oh, yeah.
I got them to go with me and do an outreach event.
Okay.
To recruit more kids to the school because our numbers are really down at the moment.
Really?
Yeah. It's a whole thing. I don't even know. Like,
right now, did you come in here with the Job Corps before? Because they used to come into the studio and do a program.
No, I don't believe so.
Okay.
I think you actually gave a tour to a Job Corps thing I was at.
That's how I know
we
you.
know each other.
That's how I know you. Yes.
Yep.
Well, finally, we figured out the mystery of the morning.
Yes, right.
I think I was working
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
security down there. I think I was working security down in the Welcome Center, that big brown building when you first drive in.
Yep.
Yes, I was on a 4-week working assignment there. Okay, that's how I know you.
Yep.
Wow. We've solved the mystery.
We solved the mystery. We didn't even need to call Daphne.
No, right. The whole gang.
You guys know what Scooby-Doo is?
How wouldn't I know what Scooby-Doo
Right,
is?
everyone knows.
Every
I don't
Saturday
know.
morning waking up.
Yeah, you watch Scooby-Doo in the morning?
Yep, sitting in front of the TV with a jar of fluff, you know.
A jar of fluff.
Yeah.
You would eat jar of fluff for breakfast?
I was a weird child, okay?
I know, but that's just, isn't that, your parents would let you do that, or they didn't know? Or did you how much, did you eat a whole jar?
No. Maybe.
Right. Mike,
Don't tell my dad.
Do you like fluff?
Dad, I'm sorry, please. Please don't yell at me.
Nah.
Check my phone real quick, see if he texts
No,
me.
do you like Scooby-Doo?
Yes, I do.
Right.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Well, who doesn't like Scooby-Doo?
It's good to see. It's good. I'm getting really energized here with the youth of Manchester right now.
It's great. It's great.
And to honestly think where I've come from since last year. Last time I was on this show, I got put in placement 3 weeks later.
Yep.
And I got out in February to go to Job Corps. And that was one of the best decisions of my life. I have thought about leaving Job Corps several times.
See, everyone's benefiting off this show except me.
Well, what do you mean?
No, I'm just kidding.
I was about to say, I'm like, you meet like a million people.
So go ahead. Finish your story, man.
I forgot what I was saying. Oh, yeah.
I'm
So
sorry.
I went to Job Corps.
Yeah.
I went to go to
Great job,
security.
Peter.
I was looking into the military for a while. First it was National Guard, then it was Marines, then it was the Army. And then it was, I think I'm just going to do this music thing. Working out pretty good. Then I end up getting a show at Remix Coffee Bar up in Claremont. It's 100% donation based. It's a nonprofit. Everything they make goes back out into the community. And I want to start something like that in Manchester. That's the merch I'm wearing today too, Remix. And they have honestly helped me out so much with like support and everything. And it's amazing to think that like when I played at that show, I was like so proud of myself coming off the stage because I helped benefit the Forgotten Initiative, which raises money for kids who are aging out of placement or in foster care, aging out of foster care. They help foster parents and everything, and it's like I was so happy to help one of those. Like,
Yeah, it's a good feeling. Give them back.
and then I did a show back in June. I think it was June. I'm trying to think. Yeah, it was June. At Hope for New Hampshire Recovery with my friend Scott Plant. He is one of the most talented musicians I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
He is awesome. He's basically
Is he a cover guy or is he original music guy?
both.
Okay.
He has shows every Saturday, I believe, at Telly's in Epping.
Okay.
And
Okay.
he had invited me to play with him at Hope for New Hampshire Recovery, and I was like, this is awesome. And I got to know him. I've been looking up to this guy since August of last year, and it was a dream come true. And then the one person I want to play with soon is my friend Ben Fuller. He is out in Vermont, but right now he's in Tennessee. I'm not gonna comment on what I'm doing in Tennessee in a few days.
Oh, you don't want to talk. You don't want to comment on that.
No, it's a big secret, big secret.
Really?
But I can tell you guys that I was hyping up my EP voice memos for like the past 3 months.
Okay.
I just found out last night I can't release it on the day I wanted to release it, thanks to TuneCore.
All right. Okay. So it's a like a kind of a copyright type thing.
Yes, and I guess they didn't like one of the songs on it, and I was like, what am I supposed to do about this? I'm not taking the song off. They didn't like the album art, I guess. And I was like, what did you guys want me to do about this? I'm working out of my pocket, paying out of my pocket for this. I don't have management anymore. I don't have a booking agent.
You're looking for a manager, though, correct?
Yes, I am.
So we'll try to get the word out there for you. You're going to be with us all morning. We're going to get Carol on the line.
Carol.
And, yeah. Oh,
she's my internet mom.
All right. But first, we're going to take a little break. We're going to hear from all the former mayors of Manchester.
Hi, I'm former Mayor Bob Baines, and I'm here to tell you about Manchester Proud, a community movement to make our schools the best for our kids and our future. Manchester's economic vitality depends on the success of our public schools.
Hi, I'm former Mayor Cyril Dupuis. Education is the foundation of our community and one of our most important responsibilities. Many great and exciting things are happening in our schools, but we need to do better.
I am former Mayor Ray Wazorek. The future of our city depends on every child getting support and finding a pathway to a successful future. With exceptional schools, our community will excel.
I'm former Mayor Ted Gatzis. Our schools are directly linked to the safety of our neighborhoods and the vitality of our great city.
We are Manchester Proud.
Please join us in supporting Manchester Proud for our students, for everyone who proudly calls Manchester home. Sign up to become a Manchester Proud champion by visiting manchesterproud.org.
You're listening to Peter White. Call us at 250-6007. It's the morning show.
Good morning. This is your wake-up call.
From ManchesterInkling.com, here's Carol Robideau.
Oh, hey, good morning, Carol.
Hello.
Carol, are you there with us?
I am. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Really? Okay. It sounds like you're, it sounds like you're far away.
Yeah, you got to come closer to the phone.
I'm as close as I usually am.
Okay, now you're good.
Right
now you're good. I'm fine now.
I heard the applause and then they cut out, so I don't know.
I don't know what happened either.
I don't think it's my fault.
Those are real applause too. That wasn't anything I did.
Yeah, that was the whole city of Manchester.
We have a lot of people here today. Matt Courchesne is here. Oh yeah, you've been listening to the show.
Yeah, I'm here.
Morning, Carol.
Morning, Carol.
I usually do. Good morning, everybody. I usually I'm listening, but I don't always say hello on Facebook Live.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. I saw you in there. Very good. It was nice of you to say good morning before we even talked to you.
Right. No.
No, so I didn't know you knew Christian here.
Well, I only know him. He's my internet friend.
Oh, okay.
She's like my internet mom. We're just gonna go with that.
Yeah. I offer a little moral support once in a while.
Yeah,
that is great.
When I need it.
Very good. All right. So, hey, I noticed, a couple of things I want to talk about. I noticed I've been actually keeping up with the Manchester Inkling. You don't want the computer, Matt? You closed it down?
Because last week I spent too much time on the computer and I didn't think I was active enough, so no computer.
No computer at all?
No computer.
Amen to that. Not many people do that.
Wow. Okay.
Why, you want me to pull it out and browse or what?
I don't want you to pull it out at all.
All right.
Okay. So Carol, I was looking at the Manchester Inkling, and I noticed that there was an article in there about candidates filing for office, but they're getting the signatures, so they don't have to pay the $100 or $50.
Yeah, we saw it as a little bit of a trend because we heard that more candidates this year were doing it. I think last time around 2 years ago, only Brenda Noisoir. I don't know how she's.
I like to say noise. I think it's Noisoir.
Noisoir.
You know me and names too. It took me 3 years to say, Jan Beaupelon.
Jan Beaupelon, yes. So we looked into it a little bit. And we found that even Mayor Craig decided to go with the petitions, and I think it's a campaign strategy more than anything to kind of get out there, knock on doors, meet and greet, and secure votes rather than just paying up, ponying up some cash at the clerk's office. You're sort of saying to people, hey, here I am, please vote for me. And that personal touch, I think, can be persuasive to people.
Right.
So that was kind of an interesting.
And that must be in the election rules or the charter or something like that. That if you get so many signatures, you can waive the fee of the election.
Yes, that's correct. Victoria Sullivan also used a petition method and delivered those to City Hall on the first day of filing. And Kate DeRocher's working on that. And the problem is you have to make sure that the people that sign are actually registered voters, which is a catch. Because not everybody's registered to vote, right? Or they've expired or something.
Right.
So usually candidates go above and beyond the required number of petitions when they're doing it by petition. But it is an interesting thought because they put a lot more, shoe leather into that one. It's easy to just throw a couple of dead presidents on the counter,
No, I get it.
It's going to be a very interesting time in Manchester from here on in, Carol? Till November?
Oh, yeah, it's going to heat up pretty good. And, we'll see what happens.
Yep.
It's always interesting to see who files. We got a few more days left. Friday is the drop deadline. So we'll see. It was a little slow yesterday, just a couple names, but I think I think a lot of people are waiting for the big finish. At least I suspect they are, because there's still plenty of room on the ballot.
Right. Anybody noteworthy the past couple days signing up, or?
Nothing. I don't think anything too surprising.
Yeah.
But there are some contested races. Jimmy LaHoo has some competition down there in Ward 8, which I don't remember. Maybe you guys can refresh me. Everything blends into one. A gentleman named Peter Perrich. I don't know how
man, Peter Perrich is the former assistant principal of Memorial High School, and he is loved. He is the man.
Okay. He is such a great person.
Talk about somebody who knows what the kids need. Talk about that.
Well, see that I didn't know that because I don't know that much about Memorial, but
Peter Perrich.
He may give Jimmy LaHoo a run for his money then in Ward 8. So that could be an interesting matchup, right?
Well, school board member LaHoo beat Erica Connors. I think they battled 2 years. The first year Connors won, the second year LaHoo won.
Oh, really? Okay.
So it's definitely mixed there in that ward. It's not all.
It's all about who comes out and
Republicans.
It's all about who comes out and votes.
Who comes out and votes, and that's really important.
Right.
I'll be there. I just have to register.
That's right.
18 now.
He's
I'm
18
now. This is going to be an exciting election, to be honest with you. Like, when I found out that Glenn Ouellette put in threw in the towel, I was like, oh, this is his fourth time running?
Yes, I think so. This is his fourth. He's run a few times.
When he came on, what was it, last Friday?
Yeah, he came on the day after he met me.
Last Friday, yeah.
He everything he says is good, if you ask me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, he really does. To me, it sounds good. So, sorry, Carol.
He does know his stuff. He's a watchdog and all of that. He's I think it's just he's a little bit quirky. Like,
right.
He doesn't beat around the bush.
No, and he shows up at all the meetings, and he tries to hold people accountable. But politics is a little bit more of a, what would you call it? It's not, I won't say it's a game, but I'll say it's a definitely, partisan, and even though it's not supposed to be, and
right.
Almost like a popularity contest for those of you who've been to high school and know how that feels.
I know how that feels.
Cool
yeah.
Kids generally prevail somehow. So anyway. But yeah, so that's still happening, and we'll keep tracking that until the bitter end.
Good evening, I'm Glenn Ouellette, and I live in 112 Auburn Street.
Glenn R.J. Ouellette, everybody, running for mayor once again.
I saw him the day before he came on at In Town Manchester's concert, and he came up to me and was like, "Hey, I want you on my show," and I haven't heard from the man since.
Oh, really? He wants to.
Well, he's a busy man. He's busy.
Really? He's upstairs all day long.
Right, you can find him upstairs.
All right, good to
if
know.
you need.
Right.
And I'll be up there to meet you soon.
Right, his office is right upstairs.
Well, I'll tell you what, Carol, that is some exciting news there. That's going to be quite the race over there because, like I said, Peter Perrick was, he's the guy when at the pep rallies, when he would come out, the place would go nuts. He's loved by a lot of people over there. So,
isn't Adamakis leaving too?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that, bud. I don't know.
I heard he was. I don't know where.
Really?
Yeah, it's fun to see new names on the ballot. People whose names I haven't seen before.
Yeah, I was looking at the whole list, and there are names that I.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no reason why I should know them anyway, but I mean, it's just usually, you kind of recognize the names.
Yes.
Give it 20.
And I like that. I like that when there's new people on the ballot, and I also like it when people have to, compete. I don't really like it when there's no competition. When somebody just gets handed the seat because nobody else stepped up. And I suppose sometimes that signals that people feel satisfied or something. But I think generally it's just a lot to ask of people to serve.
Right.
Elected in an elected position. Especially school board and alderman, of course, that's a lot of work. And
now, do I understand? Is Ross Terrio unopposed right at the moment? Running for alderman?
Let's see. He
Him and
is.
Mr. Shea switched, I guess, right?
Right.
Mr.
Yeah,
Shea's going to be.
But I think.
Yeah, Ross is the only name right now on the ballot. Yes.
Right, running unopposed over there. Was that Ward 7?
Yeah, it could be that Bill Shea's been doing it for so long, everybody just gave up. But nobody expected him to, but I think this is something that he and Ross, we did a little story about that. He and Ross had talked about it prior to Bill Shea's decision to move toward the school committee. And Ross wanted to run for alderman, but didn't want to step on Bill Shea's toes.
Okay,
Or go against him in an election. He didn't want to push him out.
Okay, yeah. So the only unopposed right now is over there in Ward 7.
Well,
it's tough to get people to run.
We have one name on the ballot as well in Ward 8. We have Michael Porter. There is no other name at the moment. And Ward 9, Barbara Shea is the only name on the ballot.
Barbara Shaw?
Yeah.
Carol?
Yeah.
Is it Barbara Shaw you're saying? Shea.
Yes. Barbara Shaw, sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm just making. There might be a Barbara Shea out there that we don't know about.
Right, running too.
It's certainly possible.
No, sorry about that.
No worries.
We have Pat Long is currently unopposed in Ward 3.
All right, that's right here downtown too.
Now, Carol, historically, is it like then you see an influx on Friday of people filing? Like, does that usually happen, or you don't know that answer?
There is usually a rush on a Friday. I don't know why people wait to the end unless they're gathering names, which could take time.
Yep.
But it does seem to happen. I think actually 2 years ago. I wish I could. I don't want to say. I can't say confidently, but I believe so. I think we'll see between now and Friday. We'll see some more people pop up
throwing their names in the ring.
Sure.
Give it 20 years. I'll be in that ring.
You're going to be in that ring in 20 years.
You don't even have to wait 20 years. I don't think. We have Hassan Essa running in Ward 12, and I think when he was 20. 2 years ago, he was the youngest candidate at that time, and he may still be. I don't know, but
I remember he did very well over there.
That was quite the race
in the primary, and it was I don't remember,
double
but
digits. It was maybe 67 votes or something.
67 votes. Wow, that's a close race over there. So
and he was an unknown really at that time.
Right.
So who knows? Maybe people.
It's going to be a fight out there, I'll tell you that much.
But we need to do something. That's for sure. I mean, here's a guy. What can you give for advice to adults on how to improve schools, Christian?
Where do I start and how long do I have?
You got 30 seconds.
Right.
Oh, God. Okay. They need to step up a lot on the bullying and the issues and the budget issues. A lot. We just lost a new superintendent. We have a new one. So I want him to put his foot down, and I want him to be a lot more strict than Vargas was, because honestly, this district has been a mess for the past 4 years, and since I started out at MST, and that's one of the reasons I left.
So how far along are you at Job Corps?
I am almost done. I leave by the end of August, hopefully.
30 seconds is up.
All right.
This man
I
really
think
timed me.
I think it's not just Dr. Vargas. I don't think you can put it all on Vargas.
No, it's not just Dr. Vargas. It's the school board as a whole. It's the district as a whole. It's the administration, too.
It's the kids. It's the parents. It's all of us.
Oh, yeah, that is true. But, like, it's just, that's one of the reasons I left public school, was because I was going down the wrong path and hanging out with the wrong kids, and I hit rock bottom last August, and I was like, listen, I don't think I'm going back to public school, and I think I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go to Job Corps. I was trying to get into Job Corps since August of last year, and I finally got in February, and that was like one of the best feelings.
Was it because you were on probation, or?
Yes, I couldn't get in. I had to extend my probation past my 18th birthday. So I spent my 18th birthday in placement.
Yeah.
And like, it was tough. But
were you up north in placement? Or?
Yes, I was up in Campton.
Yeah.
I'd love to live up there, honestly. Campton's so beautiful. Plymouth.
Dude, you can go to college.
I'm going to tell you,
Job Corps, and you can go to Plymouth State. Right?
I'm actually looking at college out in Arizona for music production, sound production in general.
Cool. One of the things that since I've been talking to you now for the past 45 minutes, Christian, is you. It takes a lot. It takes a lot for someone, especially your age, to realize, okay, I'm on the wrong path. That doesn't always happen. So you're already maturing in that type of way, and I kind of admire that, because it doesn't. You know what I mean? It doesn't. All kids don't do that.
Right.
And you realize that you were not going down the right path, and now I since we become friends on social media, you know, I see all the positive things you're doing. You're really trying to get yourself out there. You're playing your music. And,
I am trying so hard.
That's pretty awesome.
And the thing with Arizona is you can always come home.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Go take a shot at it, and you can always come home and regroup. So,
the college I'm looking at now is a 9-month program, and I'm really liking how they're pitching it to me and what they're doing. All I have to do is get my high set. I actually took my first test for the high set for the GED.
Yep, I know all about it.
Yesterday, I took it yesterday. The math test. Oh no, I didn't think I'd pass the math test. I am terrible at math. I passed it with a 10.
I'm not that great either, my friend, so don't worry.
I passed it with a 10, and I was in shock. I'm like, this is a great start to my vacation, because I took a few days off from school to go work on a big project I'm not going to talk about right now.
Right, you keep saying
down in Tennessee, we know.
Right.
Oh man,
it seems like you can't talk about
you
it.
Gonna take the other 4 classes or what?
It.
You taking your other 4 for the high set parts or what?
So next week when I go back, I'm taking the reading, social studies, and science all in one day apparently.
Yeah. So that's a big day, but you get it done.
Yep.
You know.
And then.
Is it 4 things or 5 things? Sorry, Carol.
Oh no, don't be sorry. I don't mind.
Math, science, social studies, math. Did I already say math?
Yep. So English, reading and writing. So the 5. There are 5.
Yeah, I think there's 5.
Very good.
I get excited, as you guys know. You know.
No, but what a positive guy, though.
No,
you know what I mean?
He's great, and it's just hold on one sec. It's waiting for when they're ready, Peter, is what it is.
Right.
And some kids are ready when they're 14. Some kids are ready when they're 18. I've seen kids 22 it takes. You know, you can argue for me.
I was 45.
Late bloomer, right?
I was
exactly.
45.
I would say I was right around 30 when I really started to understand what was going on.
Right.
So don't be too quick to grow up either, man.
I'm trying not to. I've looked back now and I've realized I'm living life fast paced. I do need to slow down.
Slow down, man.
You all are, dude. Your age, you all are.
No, that's because everything's coming at them.
Right.
You know, technology,
that's
everything.
Fault. That's our fault.
Anyway. But,
so what else, Carol?
Yeah, I was just going to chime in too that, I mean, I'm sure Arizona is beautiful and I'm not dissuading you, but it's hard to go away to school and not have a support network of people that, you know, sometimes it's easy to get lost, you know, and sometimes it's good to have a fresh start. I'm just suggesting that, you know, there might be some place closer.
Yeah, that's what I was
or maybe
thinking
you can
too.
get some courses out of the way for cheaper at a community college, which is what I did.
Yeah.
And get your feet wet with the whole change and sort of to self-direct.
And look at the empire Carol's created.
Carol's doing a great job.
She's killing
Carol's
it. I know.
doing
I wasn't being sarcastic.
Yeah, I know.
No.
Okay.
Like,
wow, Peter's ready to jump over.
No, I'm not.
We're not playing a game right now,
No,
Peter.
I
We're
know.
not playing a game.
Peter, it's not that game of chess.
Right.
Can I tell the quick story here? Thank you very much. Twice I went to Ireland when I was 18, buddy. One-way ticket, me and my buddy. We went to Ireland. Like 3 days into it, I had like a mental breakdown because I missed home. And I fought through it, and I didn't. Once you get over it, you don't think about it. Then when I was like 23 years old, I went and I moved to San Diego, California with 3 of my best friends. And like a week into that, I had a breakdown because I missed home. But I didn't leave again, and I got through it. And then you forget all about it, So I guess what I'm trying to say is everybody's different, number one. And then number two, for me, it was always right at the beginning where I had my homesickness and my worry because everything was different. But you dig down, you stay, you hang in there, and then things start to get better. So
I'm at the point where last night was the first night I've been home in 3 months.
Really?
So I'm like, I'm not worried about missing home. I'm worried about getting there, having the whole thing be a fail, and then, like, what's my next move? Do I come back here?
it's only going to be a fail, though, if you let it, right?
Exactly.
You're set up for classes, and you just got to go in there and focus on that stuff. I mean,
Well, here's my advice, though.
yeah, go.
Is if you're really considering moving somewhere, you might actually want to try it, especially when you're this young, because you don't want to go the rest of your life thinking, oh, okay, wonder how my life would be if I didn't do that. So sometimes you have to go move somewhere, fail or whatever, like Matt said, and come home. Because I did it also. I moved out to the West Coast when I was 22 years old. I lasted about, 2 months.
Yep.
And then I got homesick.
Yep.
And that's when I said, I'll never leave Manchester again. And I homesick.
I mean,
It happens.
At first, I was going to move to Nashville because I do have a lot of musician friends down there. And then it was like, is that the move I want to make right
I thought
now?
you didn't want to talk about Nashville.
I might be moving down there is what I'm saying. I just don't want to talk about my next trip down there.
Right. Your second trip. Do you know about this Nashville trip, Carol? Are you sitting on some hot information?
No, I am not. I am not. No, I am not.
Right.
Oh, I didn't tell you?
Oh.
No.
I've told like everybody else. But I'm like, hey, yeah, guys, let me tell everybody, but let's keep it down on the low.
Right. When are we going to find out, Christian? When are we...
Just don't tell Peter and Matt.
A few weeks from now, okay? A few weeks from now, I'll tell you guys I'm off there. I gotta leave everybody on a
Right.
Not everybody, us
cliffhanger.
two. You just got to leave us two on the island.
And you can follow Christian on Facebook, right?
Christian Lacosse Music, or my Facebook, Christian Lacosse, and Instagram, Christian Lacosse Music.
Right. Very good. I like it.
I've done a lot of shouting out.
So
my
how
social
did you
media.
and Carol get connected, Carol?
I think just through the show, to be honest.
Okay, so Christian, how did you find it?
You know by now the morning show brings everybody together, Matt.
Buddy, I'm telling you right now, I've had numerous kids send me texts after being on the show being like, I heard you on the radio today.
Really? And they said you did a great job?
Great job.
Very nice.
One kid, I started crying. She goes, you were awesome.
Really? And you cried?
Yeah. Dude, I'm a very emotional guy.
Okay.
Me too.
Really?
It means a lot to me. I've gone through a lot of ups and downs with that girl, and her saying
How
that
about
I'm
we play a
awesome makes
game
me-
after? How about we play a new game on the morning show after 8 o'clock? Make me cry.
Oh no! Don't do that. It's
I
so
would kill
easy.
you.
What?
Man,
I would crush you.
You would win.
have no feelings, so
I watch America Got Talent episodes, and I cry every time I see an emotional song, and it's like,
yeah, I agree.
I'm crying right
Mikey,
now.
you cry?
I am right now.
Oh my God, we got
Mikey
Mikey
wins.
crying right now.
Mikey gets a point for one
Yep.
cry.
Mikey,
One
good.
cry. One cry.
The master.
Oh, very good, Mike. Mike, you can make yourself cry like that?
He's crying right now.
Yeah.
All right. I love it.
May I ask Mikey what you're thinking about?
Just for this conversation and how Christian is doing in his life.
Thanks, man.
He's rocking it. All of us are rocking it. That's all we can do.
Yeah,
That's right.
Mikey.
Are you crying, Matt?
I am because of what Mikey said.
I don't think you're crying. Well, your eyes are watering up.
Well, did you hear Mikey, what he said?
Right.
That was pretty amazing.
Right.
Good, Peter. You crying over there?
I'm not
God,
crying.
no, you're not because you're ice cold.
You cold-hearted person.
Yes.
Kidding.
You know what? I've cried.
When's the last time you cried?
I cried on the show before.
Oh, God, I don't believe that.
I did.
Actually, last night was the last time
What
I
happened?
cried
Someone
because-
take the last donut? Or?
No, I'm going to make you feel bad. My grandmother passed away.
Oh, yep. Sorry to hear that.
Right, but
two for me. Two for me.
But okay. Don't. No, you only have one, Matt.
He's actually writing this down.
Yes. Matt has one cry. Mike has one cry.
I
Kristen,
got
you're
two
at
cries.
0.
Your grandmother's story there.
Okay.
That was awful. They called. What? You got a text or something?
Well, no, I knew about it the day before, but I tried to get through the show. I don't even think I finished the show. I stopped like 15 minutes early.
Yeah.
But that was probably the last time I cried on the show.
Grandparents are really important.
They are.
Yeah.
Carol, are you crying right now?
Yes.
No.
I'm pretty sure I've cried more on the show than anybody.
You
Perhaps,
came
I
out
don't
of the gates crying, I think.
Carol's got one there, though.
Right.
Nice job, Carol. Nice job.
I'm a crier.
I
You know,
cried like a
everybody knows
baby
that
last
about me,
Thursday.
but
It's okay.
I'm not ashamed of it either.
Well, last Thursday doesn't
don't
count, Kristen. We're
apologize.
playing now. The game is
I mean,
now.
yesterday I cried because I almost didn't make it out of Job Corps because my phone literally blew up, like exploded.
Really?
That's why I have this phone now, thanks to my dad, because he came in clutch and helped me out. My phone literally exploded, lost everything on it. Luckily, it's all backed up in the cloud, and I was able to get everything back. But this thing is slower than me walking from my dorm to the cafeteria at school. It's terrible. Like, I'll go to turn it on, and it'll take 20 years to turn on.
Really?
And
It's like an old TV.
Oh boy.
Patience, buddy, patience.
Well,
Right.
hey. Oh, that's amazing. I just got a message from
You're getting messages right now during the show.
from my ex who is currently listening to this show.
Oh, really? Well, maybe she should call
Hi,
in.
yeah.
250-6007. Wow.
Jerry Springer.
Right.
Well, no, it sounds like she's interested, though, in what you got to say, so.
Von Humboldt in the Facebook live room.
Who is this man? I've heard all about him.
Von Humboldt? If you look at, you know what? He does some marketing stuff, I think. I'm not too sure, but
I've heard all about this man.
Von Humboldt, yes. Von
Sounds
Humboldt.
like a rock star.
Right. Von Humboldt meet Christian Lacosse. Am I saying your name right?
Yes.
Okay, very good.
Actually, you're the first person to say it right.
Oh, well, thank you very
Kudos
much.
to you.
Well, thank you. Very good. So Von Humboldt also wants to let everyone know that he's a crier too.
Yep.
Oh,
Right.
oh, I'm so gratified that all you men are criers. Well, I mean,
Well.
except for Peter, we've established that. But
Ice cold. Ice cold.
I don't know, Matt. Come on.
he has the capacity.
Ice cold
to
white.
cry.
I cry. How do you know? I cry sometimes.
Yeah, you cried when your gram passed. The things that crush me
Carol, don't cry.
is Sports Center when they do the when they do the stuff for the kids with like the terminal illnesses. Make a Wish. Sports Center will show like a Make a Wish week and have 5 different athletes
Right.
do 5 different stories with 5 different kids.
Those make you cry?
Oh my God. Nobody will get through those. Mike, you know what I'm talking about over there?
Yes, I am.
He's crying now.
Those are
Are
rough.
you crying right now?
Oh, well.
2. Mikey's got 2.
Mikey's
Mark
got 2 crying.
Mark
Yeah, he's just a game now.
Oh, those
we're
are
making a
sad,
game out of
Mikey.
this.
Those are sad.
Right. The crying game.
Once again, Peter White's getting killed.
Right, I am. I'm losing this
I
game.
don't know if we.
No, I
don't
think
know if
I'm
we got
losing
around
it.
to this
I don't have
yesterday.
one.
Well, Glenn R.J. Willett has joined us this morning in the Facebook Live room. He says, there's nothing wrong with being emotional. When something moves you, it shows compassion in that you care. And Gary Tibbetts is chiming in with, he's very emotional right now.
Glenn, we need to talk.
Right, everyone's crying today.
It is. It's one of those days.
Talking about
Weepy
crying.
Wednesday. Can we call it that? Weepy Wednesday.
Well, I don't know if I want to call it that, but geez, then that just brings you into deep depression.
You got something in your eye, Peter, or are you shedding a tear over there?
No.
Mark it.
No, I actually think I have something in my eye. Okay, I feel better now.
What were you
Crying
saying,
is-
Mikey?
it's not-
Talking about crying, I actually cried during my job interview on Friday.
Oh,
So I heard. How
Jesus.
did that go?
What happened there?
You cried?
Yeah, basically because I was going for the positions at school.
Right.
And of course, when I had the interview, it was with people I've worked with for the past 6 years. So basically, it was nice to already know them, but during all of it, they'll compliment me and everything, and I was pouring. It was so it was weird to cry during a job interview. I don't know if I have the job yet or not. I'm still waiting to hear, but
Well, really, I think that's a great thing. Like,
Yeah. A lot of good people around you for the past 6 years. Kerry Finnegan, closet crier, Mikey.
really,
Not many people know that. Kerry Finnegan, big crier.
really.
I'm a
And then
big
mark
crier.
it for Mikey. He's on 3 now, by the way.
You
If we're keeping score at
are
home.
you crying
3.
again, Mike?
3.
Okay. Mikey Martineau gets
Can
3 cries.
we talk about how I cried in front of a whole audience Thursday? That was like...
Well, it sounds like you did a lot of crying on Thursday, but the game is today,
I
Christian.
know, man.
Yeah.
I'm at this point, I'm like, hey, whatever happens, happens.
Right. Oh, Glenn R.J. Willett wants you to call him so you can set up a date to appear on his show.
He has my number. I don't have his number.
Right.
Well, he has my old number. Oops. Because my phone exploded.
Right. Now, is your ex-girlfriend going to call after 8 o'clock?
No.
Okay.
Do you have a car?
No, not yet. I'm still waiting to get my license.
So how'd you get here this morning, if you don't mind me asking?
May have walked because my phone exploded.
He was very hot, because it's very hot in
I'm
Canada.
definitely Ubering back because it was a long walk, and I woke up at 5:30 because I'm like, Dad, wake me up at 5:30 because I don't want to be late. And I'm looking at the time as I'm walking, and I'm like, 6:45 rolls around. I'm up the street. I'm like, oh God, I'm gonna be late. I'm gonna be late. And I hate being there at the last minute.
Right.
It bothers me. Stuff that is last minute is unorganized, and I cannot deal with it. I cannot.
Well, we do that. It's like every day on this show.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fun. It's
That's
fun.
where we excel. But
Right.
I mean, it's fun because it gets you active. It gets you thinking.
All right. We got to get Carol off the line because she has a very busy day. Right, Carol?
I do, but I did want to mention, I don't know if we discussed it yesterday, but there is a big block party Saturday, free block party at the Courier. It's their second annual Twilight at the Courier from 5 to 9 p.m. on Saturday. They're going to have food trucks, music, activities. You can go into the museum and check out all the priceless artwork, no charge. So mark your social calendar. You can squeeze it in there to your busy weekend, 5 to 9 p.m. Check it out.
All right, Carol. Very good. Thank you so much. And we will talk to you tomorrow on Thirsty Thursday.
Okay.
All right. You have a wonderful day.
I will.
Bye, Carol.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
All right. Carol Robideau, Manchester Inklink. Now, what do you got the thing on?
it's all right, though. It's going to dry. It's
Okay.
going to dry.
Okay, no,
I
that's
didn't
fine.
want to get it all over the desk.
Okay.
Don't ruin our equipment.
All right. Well,
Fine,
no, it's
go
not.
on a sticky pad.
Can you still read that?
Yes, I can. Everything's fine, Peter.
All right.
Everything's fine.
Carol
Oh, it
Robideau,
looks pretty
Manchester
demolished.
Inklink, where everything in Manchester connects. You can find out what's going on around town at manchesterinklink.com. Yeah, go
The
ahead.
morning show is sponsored by CGI. Now I got to start over. The morning show is sponsored by CGI Business Solutions. Located at 171 Londonderry Turnpike in Hooksett, they serve all your big and small business needs. Employee benefits planning, corporate design and business administration, investments and wealth management, customized business insurance solutions. Their phone number is 866-841-4600, or you can find them at the web on cgibusinesssolutions.com.
You're listening to Peter White. Call us at 250-6007. It's the morning show.
WMNH 95.3 FM. Good morning, Manchester.
All right, we are back here this morning. Good morning, Manchester. Let's say good morning to Chrissy Cantor in the Facebook Live room. She will be here Friday.
Awesome. Morning, Chrissy.
And we have Matt Courchesne here at the desk this morning. A lot of fun today, huh, Matt?
Oh, what a wild one. We got the young guys in the studio today, and it looks like we're about to have some music.
Yeah, we're going to have
take
some...
off my watch.
Yeah, we're going to have to... Take your time, man. Take your time. It's all good. It's all good. We are at 75 degrees in downtown Manchester right
Feels
now.
like it's like 85,000 degrees, actually.
Right. It is hot, hot, hot. So make sure you stay cool today. And we're very excited. We have Christian Lacosse here this morning, a musician, local musician around town here. Young 18-year-old kid. You seem very mature for an 18-year-old. I'm not going to say kid. I say kid because
I'm a kid.
Well, I say kid just because I call Mikey a kid. I call Matt a kid.
That's right. Kid Dynamo.
That's right. That's right. And let's say good morning to Von Humboldt. He's
Good
excited. On Friday morning, we are going to have a medium in here. Chrissy will be here. It's going to be a very special program. Excited about that. You got Timothy Lacosse. Good morning in the
Hi,
Facebook,
Dad.
in the
How you
Facebook
doing?
Live room. That's your dad, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. And now, are you ready to play a song?
I think so. Let's get a sound.
Do you need that mic too? You want to?
Not sure, actually.
It stretches out that far. You can bring it down. Do whatever. Yeah.
I think we have to bring this one down to the neck of my guitar.
All right. Yeah. Take your time. You need to do a little sound check. This is going to be exciting, Matt.
This is unreal. I'm always coming in the right times. I'm very lucky with that. Always with the entertainment.
Right. Right.
All right.
The last time we saw, speaking of crying, the last time I saw a live performance here, Easy G lost it.
Oh yeah, he cried. You were here for that, right?
I was there. Yeah. Oh my God.
I was here for it too.
Yeah, Mikey. Mikey and I were sitting next to each other.
That was Eric's birthday, Amanda McCarthy.
Correct.
And
Correct, Mikey.
And he cried, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not gonna. I'll try not to play something that's gonna make you guys.
Mikey, while he's prepping, what was the job you were going for, bud?
So there's 4 positions open up at school: sportsman's, sports information, 2 owner center clerks, and game management. I'm still waiting to hear back. I should be hearing back hopefully today.
Yeah.
Yeah, but always trying to get in the field and be a professional. So
Yeah, and that's
right.
good. And you're always, even if you don't get it, you're going to keep on going, correct?
You keep trying.
Yep.
And that's all you can control.
Right. Let's say good morning to Wake Stillman in the Facebook Live room
good
this morning.
Good morning, Coach Stillman.
Heidi Hamer has a crying story that Gary Hamer and John Hopwood were watching the movie Precious, and she walked into the room and they were both crying.
I think the last time
Oh, I would have loved to seen that one.
Right.
Great story.
I think the last time I cried watching a movie was when I watched A Star Is Born with Lady Gaga.
Oh, that was
I haven't seen that one yet.
I would check that out.
Yeah,
I was
really good, huh?
I was a naysayer. I wasn't going to watch it, and then I ended up watching it.
And then bawled his eyes out.
Right. I don't know why. All right, everyone. Now
I heard Toy Story 4 is awful to watch.
Really?
I haven't watched
Tearjerker.
it.
I heard it's a tearjerker.
It's a tearjerker. All right. Well, listen. Are you ready to play?
I think so. How are we
play a
sounding
song?
over there?
Okay. Here's Manchester local artist Christian Lacosse. Here we go, Christian.
Excuse me. I'm playing it in a step down. So.
Okay, that's all right. Are you ready to go?
Yep.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Christian Lacosse. Now I hate that, Matt, when you slam things like that.
You're only gonna drain my emotions. But baby, there's the door. 'Cause I'm not trying to play games. I'm not like that anymore. I've been through hell and back with a smile. Gave you my all for a while. Then you up and left me insecure. I want to come back to your door. I'm draining my emotions thinking of you. Every time I seem to think of you. Stage lights in my eyes, they don't shine as bright as your smile did. Stage lights in your eyes, they don't shine as bright as I want them to. Without you, I've been a mess, and all I do is drain my emotions thinking of you.
That's awesome, man. That's great, man. That really is.
So that was a breakup song.
Yeah, actually it was.
Yeah.
You want to talk into the mic though now that you're not.
Yeah, actually it was.
Okay, fantastic. So that was so is that a brand new song?
That's something I started making up at when I played at Hope for New Hampshire.
Okay.
But I played it a step down, but I don't have my capo because Christian forgets everything.
Right. Well, that's okay. That's okay. It's morning time anyway. You know, musicians aren't usually morning guys.
Right. That's true.
You know, and that's I always get, you know, but that was fantastic. Now, so, you know, I'm gonna bring this up to you, and so being a young guy, and you got yourself out there, you got up there on stage for the In Town Manchester concert series last Thursday night. You opened up for Foreigner's Journey, correct?
Yep.
Okay, and I saw something on Facebook that you were having some problems with some people. Were you getting? I mean, can you talk about that for a second?
Yeah. I can.
The only reason I do because you put it out there
because last time I came on the show, I wasn't in a good spot in life. I was messing around with the wrong people,
right?
And they decided to come out on social media and threaten me. And I had gotten into a tussle a few weeks before. And I was just a little scared because I'm back in Manchester. It's my first time out in Manchester since July of last year. I don't walk around this city anymore without looking over my shoulder because I just don't like the city sometimes, especially at night. It's not a good area, some of these areas, and it's just...
Right, well, you stay out of those areas.
Every time I tell my friends when they go out at night to be safe, I mean it because this is a crazy town.
Well, I mean, here it is. I mean, there's places that are you know, neighborhoods maybe that you in the inner city that you might not, but you can't. I don't know. You can't.
It's not just Manchester, but it's everywhere.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm saying here. It's tough. I always tell people, no matter what, daytime, nighttime, whatever kind of neighborhood, whatever kind of surrounding, just be aware of your surroundings and pay attention.
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And I think
and I'm
a
gonna
lot
tell
of
you,
stuff continues to get blown up, Bud, through social media and stuff like that.
The social media thing, and if these old, you know, acquaintances of yours are giving you, you know what I mean? It's not good. You know, don't tussle with them.
No,
you know what I mean?
It's not worth it.
You walk away.
I'm at a spot in life where I don't get angry anymore. I don't need the conflict. I'm doing great with life. I'm content where I am. Honestly, I say it like, I look at it like this. Like, I've changed. I've done my best. I've matured. And people are mad because, you know, I've moved on from what I used to be.
Right. And a lot of that is jealousy. A lot of that is like, wow, why can't I do that? Or whatever, for whatever reason. But I mean, I've seen your social. I mean, you're pushing your music on social media. You've got a social media following.
And, a little bit,
you know, and it's getting bigger. I think, you know, you got Mike Martineau here going to your shows.
Yeah,
right.
I don't know when the next time In Town Manchester's going to have me back. I really want them to put me back on stage. I really do.
Really?
Like, I want to open up for the Adam Azar Group. I've been following that band since I was 14.
Really?
And I love that kind of music.
Now, Adam Azar has been in town a few times.
He was here 2017, I believe.
Well, yeah, but he's done another In Town Manchester concert, but then also he opened for he was the headliner at Magapalooza for like 2 years, I think.
Yeah.
Wow.
And doesn't he? I think he has his own music festival too. Ramble.
Yeah.
Yes, that's out there in Salisbury. Yeah,
yep, Salisbury Beach,
which is pretty cool. Yeah, Adam. I've talked to Adam. Great guy. Great musician too.
I'd love to meet him.
Just make sure when you're on social media and you're trying to brand, you know, you're branding yourself. Mm-hmm. You got to stay away from all the other garbage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
that's why I try not to comment as much, and that's why
don't respond.
I'm gonna start being more. I'm gonna start being more self-aware of what I post and when I post and what I post on social media.
That's a great 2 words, self-awareness. If that's, I don't know if that's 1 word or 2 words, but
I think
great.
it's 2 words with a hyphen in
Right,
between.
because Matt and I went through the school system here in Manchester also.
Yeah, they don't.
Yes. 25 cents for popcorn back in the day. Remember, Matt?
I
do
remember
remember
that. 50 cents a bag.
Oh, it's up to 50 now?
It was.
Mike?
I think it was 50 when I was in elementary school.
Oh, see, it was only a quarter for us.
Yeah, how much is a bag of popcorn at the Fisher Cats, Mikey?
For the big bag, it's like $6.
$6.
That's not bad. Is it good popcorn, Mike?
It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
All right.
The Fisher Cats are playing Portland.
Yeah.
Yes, today at 12:05.
Oh, it's a day game?
Yeah, summer camp day.
Boy, it's going to be a wild one, Mikey. You stay patient with those young kids.
Mike is. I've seen Mike in action at work. He does a great job.
I saw him when I was at Nitro Circus, and he was killing it. I saw him cleaning the concession stands. I'm like, I want to say hi and say, hey, great job.
Well, no, you can't bother him because
I know.
I was lucky to get a selfie that day, but
because I was there with my friend Corey Funk, who rides scooter with me.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I saw him. He got called up from California because Ryan Williams, one of the best athletes in action sports, honestly. He went out to X Games, where it's a big, giant, like, action sports event, and he was out there. My friend Corey texts me on Instagram. He goes, hey, I'm going to be in Manchester. I want to meet with you. I'm like, all right, I'll go out after school, and we'll meet up, and we'll go out to eat. He landed at, like, 6. We were out. We went to I think it was Portland Pie Company, honestly. Yeah, it was Portland Pie Company we went to. And he enjoyed it. And then it was great. What was terrible, though, is we didn't have a skate park. And it was one of the hardest things for us. Like,
you didn't have a skate park growing up?
No, the skate park got shut down in October.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
but they needed to do that. The problem with the skate
I
park
agree with you.
was they made it behind a building where nobody could see what you kids were doing.
Exactly.
That was the problem.
Exactly. And
and again, it's...
Dude, it got rough over there, man.
I'm sure.
From experience, I know.
Oh, yeah.
In that area used to be the old kiddie pool at Hunt Memorial Pool when I was younger.
Yeah, I heard they're moving the DuPont splash pad over to Hunt's. I don't know.
No, I don't.
Or maybe they're building another one.
Yeah, I
Maybe?
don't think they're going to move the splash pad. I don't think so. But again, thanks for reminding me. All the city pools are open if you need to cool off. You got Livingston, you got Hunt, you got what's the other one? Theodore Raco over on Head Street.
I think so.
That's a
Yes.
nice one. There's one. Is that the Rock Rimmon one? or
No Rock Rimmon Pool anymore. You got it's the splash pad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you also have Crystal Lake, and those will all be open.
I went to Clough State Park on
I was
Monday.
just there Saturday.
I
it
went
was
Monday.
beautiful.
We used to go to Clough State Park when I was a kid. That's a great
One of the
state
cleanest
park.
lakes I've ever been to, honestly.
Really?
I went with my friend Devin and his parents, and I loved it there.
I don't know. I think one of those cleanest lakes is up Wellington State Park at Newfound Lake.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
That one is, crystal clear water.
That's true, Peter.
Yes, you go up there. You go up to.
Well, no, I was just researching the cleanest lakes in New Hampshire, and that was actually number one.
No, but you have
Newfound Lake, unreal.
Right, and you have that's a great place, and it's not even that expensive. You can bring some food. You have a small family.
That's right. Yep.
You guys can go up there and just hang out for the day.
Yeah.
Just bring your sunscreen. So Michael Albert was asking about your if you heard back from the interviews yet. We just talked about that, Michael, and Mike is still waiting to hear back, but should be soon, right?
Good or bad, Mike? You let us know.
Yep.
Oh, of course you'll let us know.
Yep.
So what are you and Ed Murphy doing this weekend, Mike?
I'm not.
You're
not sure yet. I'm going up to the NASCAR race on Sunday, so that's gonna be a fun time.
I'm so mad I'm not going to be here for that.
Really? Where are you going to be?
Oh,
he's going to be in Tennessee.
Right.
Oh, nice.
We're not
nice move. Nice.
We're not sorry.
Oh, you.
I'm sorry.
We're not talking. We're not talking
but
about it.
Gotta be quicker than that.
Right.
Mikey, I'm not a big NASCAR guy, but I went to the race. My buddy had a bachelor party up there, and
that must have been a really nice bachelor party.
It was. The people there were awesome. Like you'd be right next to you, be these huge RVs. Come on in, have some food. You know what I mean? You trade a couple things here and there, and that was.
It's always a great time. I enjoy it. We won't only get NASCAR
once now, right?
Once.
Instead of twice. Yeah.
But didn't they make a short track racing now? I believe.
Or so they like the Monster Cup Series only comes here once a year. Yeah, you have your local short tracks. It's always nice to see you racing, but now they have a dirt track on site, so they'll be doing something on the Friday night. It's awesome. I enjoy it.
Who's your guy, Mikey? Who are you rooting for on Sunday?
I don't really have a guy now that mine's retired, but
Who, Dale Earnhardt was your guy?
no, Tony Stewart.
Oh, been out of the game
Stewart.
for years.
Yeah,
It's an old name. I haven't heard that name in a while.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't even know any of them. I don't even follow that.
I
don't
Carl
even-
Edwards. Carl Edwards still going?
Nope.
He's done?
No. What? Why the older guys are?
Honestly, this season, I think we're either gonna see Ryan Newman this race or one of the Bush brothers because they have had a season.
See, I wouldn't even know.
Yeah, I don't know that either, but people love NASCAR.
I'm gonna
Peter.
journalist.
It's the
People
most.
love
It's
it.
the most popular sport out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of, yeah.
Yeah.
No, look it up. I think it is the most popular sport.
No.
I would. You saying in America?
Yeah.
Okay, in America, you might be right.
Right.
In the world, what's the sport? Mikey, what's the most popular sport in the world?
Soccer.
Yep.
Well, we call it football around the.
Yeah, the pitch.
Right.
Around the pitch.
Yeah.
I don't play any song. Okay.
I just scooted.
Are you banging on the desk like that just to get me going?
No, I didn't know. Sorry, I'm an active person.
I know. I'm just.
I once, Mikey, when I was Peter's when I was in Ireland, right? Me and my buddy went out the night before, and had an event, and we were sleeping in a tent, right?
What was the event?
Oh, we were at the pub.
Right.
They're
Okay.
getting
Yeah.
drunken under the
Right.
table by
Like-
80-year-old men, just like these guys could hammer Guinnesses in their whiskey.
Really?
So, anyways, we couldn't handle it. We were 18, and we definitely had too much. So, the next morning, I just hear the tent open up, and my buddy starts puking out the tent. Next thing you know, we hear these poof, 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 soccer balls getting kicked at us. We set our tent up in the middle of a soccer field,
No way.
and we were surrounded by it was 4, 5, 6-year-old kids playing soccer and their parents. But of course, in Europe, they're way cooler than we are, and they just laughed. And we actually stayed and watched the soccer game and stuff like that.
You
but
didn't get arrested.
you heard no, not at all. You just heard stupid Americans.
Right. Right.
But then we hung out with them. We had breakfast with them. It was awesome. So
So you
So
ate.
what'd
You
you
took-
learn?
so did you? Yeah. You got sick.
my buddy got sick. No, I never. I wasn't much of a puker if I drank too much.
Okay. Very good.
Just
All
a
right.
quick little story.
That is a good story. That is. How long were you in Ireland for?
I made it probably 3 to 4 months.
That's a long time.
He made it for 2 years,
That's a long
maybe
time.
even longer. It was unbelievable. Great experience. Well, I would talk to these guys, but they're on their stupid cell phones.
I'm just looking at.
Are you talking to these guys?
I'm talking to these two.
I'm
clowns.
listening.
Yeah, the two young guys
Yeah.
who can't put their phones down. See,
Right.
we don't do that, do we?
Right. I put the computer
All right.
away. I put
I'll
the
shut my
computer
phone
away.
off for the rest
Well,
of
no,
the day.
no, just in case you're
I'm
right.
telling you, right? You're about to go to Arizona. I went to Ireland, a whole different continent, right?
That's so far.
And it was really scary, but it helped me become the person I was and figure things out. I think if I went to college right out of high school, I probably wouldn't have done it as well as taking that year off with the experience I had to grow up a little bit.
Right,
So,
because
what
you
I'm
would have went to
doing.
college and just
right,
drank beers
just
and
partied
stuff.
the whole
That's
time,
right.
And,
Thank you. Me too.
So
No
That's the
comment.
kind of guys.
experience.
That's the kind of guys we are.
experience. That's a valuable,
comment on that.
valuable thing in your life.
Are you going to play another one for us? You want to do another one?
Yeah, sure.
All right. And
Thank you.
now, you said your ex-girlfriend is listening.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
She okay.
She's gone to work.
All right. Very good. I want to say good morning to our friend Nick Willard in the Facebook Live from Good
Former
Morning,
Police
Nick.
Chief Nick Willard.
Right. Don't worry. He's our friend.
Yep.
Oh.
U.S. Marshal.
Yes.
I think the last time I actually talked to him was back in 2015 when we had the Youth Opioid Summit.
Okay. Sure. He's done a lot of great things for the
He's
city.
very good with kids too.
He really is.
Very good. So, okay, we're going to get ready here. Ladies and gentlemen, local musician, Christian Lacosse, once again. Are you ready?
Yep. drunk enough to say that I love you. 'Cause lately I've been going out day drinking, waiting for you. 'Cause I'm missing you, but you've moved on to somebody new. 'Cause all I want is you back in my arms. 'Cause all I do now is I miss you every night. And I know I shouldn't, but I do for some reason. All I want is you back in my arms. 'Cause all I want is you back in my arms tonight. Your side of the bed, it's still empty. All I want is you back in my arms tonight. And all I know is that I'm missing you tonight. 'Cause I've been day drinking or waiting for you at night, hoping that your skirt comes through that door. I've been day drinking, waiting for you to come home. But I know that it'll never happen. But I know that it probably will never happen. I've been day drinking, waiting for you.
You good?
Yeah, we're good. I think I'm out of tune though.
All right. Well, listen, we'll be right back. Kristen Lacosse, everybody.
You're listening to Peter White. Call us at 250-6007. It's the morning show.
It's Morning in Manchester on WMNH.
All right, we are back here this morning. Good morning, Manchester. Yes. We're on the home stretch here on a Wednesday morning. We call it hump day around here. Matt Courchesne, what'd you think of that?
I thought that was great, buddy. Great job.
Yeah, were you crying during that song?
I was not crying.
Are we still playing the crying game?
Well, the crying game is on for the rest of the morning. I see.
Man.
Wonder if
So
Nick-
are you more acoustic?
Yeah. I've been recently trying to get into more pop side of things, but my voice is in and out every other day. I don't know why. Like, one day my voice will be perfect. Like, my voice during the Veterans Park show was honestly better than I expected. I went into that show, I wasn't that nervous.
Right. You got to
Do you
get
do
over
any
that
warm-ups,
nervousness
or-
anyway.
No, I didn't warm up today because I woke up at 5:30.
No, not today. I mean,
No.
like, do you do, like, when you're going in to
Yeah.
perform, you do warm
Oh, yeah.
ups?
Yeah, like this. He goes, me, 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 me.
La 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 la.
Me, 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 me.
I do none of that.
Okay. Well, that's what we
I
do that.
basically
No,
do
that's
like
what
lip
we
rolls.
do.
We do.
Before big karaoke.
I do lip
I
rolls.
crush you in karaoke, White.
Oh, you probably
Just
would.
another thing.
See,
Just
my daughter wants me to go. She wants me to go against her with karaoke. Maybe we should get her in on it because I think she says she can crush me too. You think you can beat us both?
Well, if I went with Billy Joel Scenes from Italian Restaurant, you'd be destroyed. but-
Okay. Oh, really? Scenes from an Italian restaurant
yeah.
is your song.
Oh, really?
It's your
The
staple.
game's on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bohemian
Bottle of
Rhapsody.
White.
Yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody
Oh,
for
God,
Mikey.
Mikey, that's a long one too. How do you just stick with it? Huh?
I cried during that movie too.
Really?
That was a great movie.
That was a.
Yep.
Let's say good morning to Manchester's own Peter Telge this morning, tuning into the morning show. Good morning, Peter. I haven't seen Peter in a while. He's got a big gig coming up here, the Summerfest thing, where the big beer fest.
That guy's the man too. He does anything for people.
Right. If you know what, if we set it up ahead of time and we said, "Hey, Peter, can you bring down some chicken tenders to the morning show?" He probably would.
I mean, my dad's the real champion. He brought chicken tenders to my Livingston Park show.
Really?
Yeah, I was playing in Livingston Park with Job Corps because we had a cookout, and I had recently went out and bought some audio equipment. I'm like, hey, I want to do a live show. I hyped it up a little bit. Then it was the same day I came on Rob's show.
Okay.
And My dad surprises me with chicken tenders, and I was like, thanks, but I can't eat them right now.
Right.
He's like, why? I'm like, I'm singing.
Well, I'm going to give you a heads up. If you're hanging out with Mike Martineau, don't let him watch your chicken tenders. Right, Mikey?
I don't try to touch or eat anybody else's food.
Okay.
Hey, I share. It's okay, guys.
Christian,
Right.
real quick, if I'm right, because I've been trying to funnel some kids to Job Corps as well. What's the advice I should be giving them before their first day or whatever? Open mind, right? Keep an open mind.
Keep an
I
open
think
mind.
that's-
You came in with yourself. You're going to leave with yourself. You're not going to leave with anybody else. Don't get into relationships there because they turn toxic real quick and it's a mess. They keep you from what you came in to do. If you came in to be successful, you need to keep that mindset.
Mm-hmm.
That makes
I
sense.
see too many relationships there that ruin kids' personalities. They ruin what they came there to do, and they end up getting terminated.
Now, is
from
that
the
relationships with family, friends, who?
students?
He's
like-
talking about girlfriend, boyfriend.
Yeah.
or whatever.
Okay. Right.
But if you want to be successful, then that's the place
Why
to
does
go.
that? I don't know. I've had a couple relationships and been dumped a couple times, and it never stopped me from attaining my goals, though. So what is going on there? Like, you can't get away from the person? Is that
You
what
really
you mean?
can't
or-
because you live on campus with them. You see them every
Right.
day. And if they move on to another person, you're going to get jealous.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
that jealousy factor. And then you're going to just...
It's that feeling when you see your girl
Yeah.
with someone else.
That's a tough feeling.
Yeah.
Don't cry. Are you
Ah,
crying?
there we go.
Are you
There we go.
Okay, all right.
Mark it. Mark it.
Matt's got 3. It's a tie game.
Oh, Mikey.
Matt and Mike Martineau, Christian and us, we have 0. We don't, and myself.
You guys are men. You guys are real men.
Maybe. I don't know.
No, real men cry.
Right. Real men do cry.
It's the Jim Valvano thing, right? I grew up with that. You know, you laugh, you cry, and you think. You do those 3 things in a day, and it's a full day. So,
Right.
Thinking scares me. Oh, God.
Yeah,
start
you gotta
thinking,
think.
buddy. Start thinking and pay attention.
Yeah. 'cause
How many
you got a
times
lo-
I've heard that?
You got a long way to go.
I'd be rich. I'd be rich if I told you how many times I heard that. I'd have like $1 million.
Right. But it seems like you're on the right path now. So you have to check in with us every so often now. You're
Ups
gonna
and
become,
downs.
Right.
I guarantee you this
You
kid's
guys,
ups and
I
downs.
took my vacation in April.
Yeah.
I had planned on coming on the show. I messaged the page. Carol was actually managing the page at that time, and
Well, it's
you
'cause
guys
I
were on
wasn't paying attention.
Yeah,
That's- it's
you
really
were on
bad.
vacation when I
Okay.
was on vacation.
Oh, that's
and
right.
I was like, oh man.
Right. Well, that's fine. You come on anytime, man. We like to keep track of you and make sure you're staying on the right path. Because there's no better mentors than Matt Courchesne and myself here.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And Mike Martineau
And Mike.
too.
Don't leave
Right.
Mike out.
Right. I'm not leaving Mike out. Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Doing good.
Good. I'm glad. You
Hey,
enjoying
wow,
the?
the sun's actually trying to come out.
Are you doing this? You enjoying the show today, Mikey?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. Very
Mikey,
good.
you got any advice for maybe like a girl that you liked that didn't like you?
Mikey, who was that girl?
No names. You don't name.
Yeah, we
anybody.
don't have to say
Joking.
names.
I'm joking.
But it's a lonely feeling, that's for sure.
He was actually one of my first autographs. Amen to this man for letting me sign a piece of paper.
Yep.
I was so happy.
Oh.
Yeah.
You ever see that movie,
Oh
Matt?
God, Mikey, I think he's at 4.
Yeah.
Mikey's at
No,
4. Mark it.
Oh boy.
And Mikey takes the lead.
Mikey crying up a storm here this morning. That's real
No, but
good.
it's tough, Mikey, and I've been there too, buddy. You know, couple girls never even knew I existed. You know.
You know, if you get a chance, you can follow Mike Martineau on Facebook, right? And you do Facebook lives. You're getting really good with these Facebook
I've
lives.
started doing a lot more Facebook lives.
Really?
Mikey, what's going on with your Facebook Live, buddy?
He's a pro streamer.
I don't want to do them every day, but I like to keep people up to date of what I'm doing and all that, and I get great feedback from it.
Yeah, I think it's great.
So there's one thing I learned about social media, especially like Instagram too. So I have a rule where I upload a photo every 3 days. I keep on that constant upload schedule. And on Facebook too, I go live, every 2 days, I believe.
Oh, okay.
And I've seen recently that my following has kept going up. The more I post in like the Manchester Happening Now's page, my my following has gone up, and it keeps growing because a lot of people from Manchester Happenings now are following my page. Everyone that likes my post, I invite, and I think I'm getting used to the social media thing, honestly.
Right. Oh, well, that's good.
It's
That's
almost
good.
a necessity nowadays. You gotta be plugging along with that if you're doing anything.
Yeah, very good.
There he is.
Here it is, Glenn. You want to sit
Glenn,
over
sit
here?
on the couch, man.
Come on over.
Come on
Make
over,
yourself
man.
comfortable.
This is a candidate for mayor.
Surprise! What a surprise here.
Right.
The one man that has my support for mayor.
Right. And you're probably the only person that's supporting him, right, Glenn?
Oh, really?
No,
I don't know.
I don't
When I
think
was
that-
here on Friday, we got a few phone calls.
No,
Yeah.
I know we did. Ladies
I
and
think
gentlemen.
I called after. I think I called after. Did I call
Yeah,
after or
careful.
during?
You good, Glenn? Yeah, you
I'm
can.
good.
All right. Jeez, what are you doing, man?
You have it right in your
You're
face.
all-
We can't even see you on the TV.
Yeah,
Right, that's
well,
all right.
They strategically put that there on Wednesday, so nobody had to look at my ugly mug. But
Right. Well, no, Glenn, you got to fix the microphone.
There you go. How's
All
that?
right. No, hey, you don't have to be so rough.
I'm not rough. I went gently like this.
Ladies and
God,
gentlemen.
he's so
Glenn,
tough today.
I'm not tough.
I've been doing
Who's
this.
knocking? Who's making those noises?
I've been doing this for 14 years now.
Right. Wow.
right, Glenn.
Ladies and
Tell him
gentlemen, candidate for mayor, Glenn R.J. Willett. Oh, see? Very good. Now,
I didn't come here for that.
right.
Should you came here to talk to me because?
Yes, I did, because you told me you changed your number.
Yes, my phone blew up.
I can't very well put you on my show if I can't get a hold of you.
Exactly.
Right, his phone blew up now.
Literally exploded in a ball of flames.
Right, so you're going to have him on the show, Glenn?
Yes, I am. We do that a lot on the Let at Large. We try to get new incoming people, and specifically when they're from Manchester. I think it's very important to express our talent here in the city. We have a great city, you know.
We do.
Right.
Right.
I think we all
I
agree
saw
on
your
it.
show. I saw you had like I don't know if it was Spanish or something. It was around the world. I don't know, but a huge like concert or something like that.
that
I don't
was
know if it
English.
spiritual.
That was from London. It was called Take That. It's in the 90s.
Yeah.
And they did a show 2 years ago on Christmas Eve. They did the half of the show, 1 hour in London, or an hour and a half, and then they did an hour and a half on New Year's Day or New Year's Eve in Manchester, England. And I was able to actually get permission and take part in that concert through Skype. And so I aired it 2 years ago, and it was so good that we decided to air it again. We aired it during the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Because we were closed.
I saw that. I admittedly watch public television all the time. So
I do.
Nothing wrong with that.
You do?
I've grown up
I
watching
do, man.
it.
I do.
I grew up watching his show, the Ed and Joe show, and all the concerts on Channel 16.
Yeah.
Speaking of, when's my show going to be up?
Amsterdam? You remember
Amsterdam? What show is that, though? What
the
show are you
Manchester
talking about?
show. The concert.
I'm the only one that recorded it. I do have it, and it's in the system.
Because I've been looking on the schedule, and I haven't seen it, and I'm like,
I'll tell you a secret later.
Yay. Secrets.
You won't be happy. That's why I'm going to tell you now.
I don't know. I mean, you're only 18, Christian, but do you remember this big hit?
Watch it again.
Glenn, you remember
Thank
this
you
one?
for coming to MCAM TV 23 this evening.
I have to play this.
And listening
It's
to
a
our
good one.
first live concert in this.
This is
Oh
good.
my God, that was
I
back
hope,
in
you enjoyed
2007. We
How do you
raised
get that so quick? Sorry.
And
It's on
Great.
YouTube. We raised money.
We have two more entertainers.
Ready? Can we? You don't mind hearing it, Glenn, do you?
Because my voice don't really sing for a living, but Brian
How-
Kent,
I don't.
who did
How
the
old are you
arrangement,
here?
thank you
I
very
don't
much.
sing for a living.
And are we ready, guys?
2007?
Yeah, because you look like a young man.
You're making me age.
No, but you.
You don't have the cane?
It's over there.
Oh, sugar.
Really? No, serious.
Oh my God, he's gonna air this.
Oh God, is he dancing?
No,
on this video or
I'm
no?
not dancing. It's a song.
Drowning in your arms.
There's a lot of, you know what they do with the sound?
Yes. Yeah.
Synthesizers.
It's Glenn R.J. Willett, everybody. So, yeah. I thought-
Wow.
Going way back, though.
We raised about $2,000 for the studio that day.
Oh, okay. Oh,
So
yeah.
it was for a good cause.
That's the old MCAM.
Yes, we were allowed to raise money in those days because we didn't get much.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Makes sense. Do you remember those days, Mike? You ever go down to MCAM?
I'm not sure if you
No,
did.
no, I
What
don't,
is that?
maybe not. Well, before it was two entities, right? How did that work? There were two. There was Manchester.
There was a lawsuit because at the high school, which was then called School of Technology, not MST, which is pretty much the same anyway.
Okay.
But the the producers were not allowed in there only between 5 and 9 p.m. and you couldn't get your shows done.
I know where you're talking about, the NMST.
Right.
Okay.
Well, yeah, it was way over there before, right?
When they had the old studio, they
Oh yeah,
because
because they redid it. They redid like the whole room.
And so
stuff.
it
There's
went to
agreement
court,
now.
and the judge says, you know what? Public access has to exist. It's part of the rules of the FCC, and so we're going to give you a separate station, and they will be able to earn a certain amount of money as long as they're accountable for it. And we did.
Oh, okay.
Until they closed us in 2010, and then we moved back with the program.
Now, how is your campaign going, Glenn? Can I ask?
It's going.
Yeah. What you do for the weekend? Did you campaign this weekend? Or?
No, I actually put things together.
Yeah, because it's just starting,
It's
right?
just
You're
starting.
starting the process.
No, it's $100, right? Now,
It's $100
Did you pay or did you get the signature?
I paid.
Oh, really?
Yes. You remember, I'm working now.
That's right. Okay, I understand that. Yeah, fantastic. Okay, well, okay, you're just working now. That's it.
Yeah, what are you doing, Glenn?
I do a lot of things. I work in the garden at the Hooksett Home Depot as a part timer.
Oh, no
I
kidding.
needed to because I had this infection on 2 teeth that weren't really. For 3 months, I've been on penicillin, and you can't live on penicillin. And I had blood poisoning, so I had to get rid of it, and I had no insurance, and so
Is it
$918 is not cheap.
Is it true that you've pulled out your own teeth before?
I have in the past. Two already this year.
Really? Well,
I'm a strong person.
I don't know, but
It's
you're
called courage.
Courage. I don't know.
You don't do it on the spot. You kind of plan for it. And
Do you
so
tie a
today's
string?
the day.
Do you tie a string to a
No,
doorknob?
you take a pair of pliers and.
Wait a second.
Do you drink whiskey before
No,
you do it or anything?
I don't drink. I
or-
haven't drank for 28 and a half years.
Wow.
It's called courage.
Amen.
You do what you have to do to survive.
What kind of guy? What kind of guy were you when you were drinking, though?
I was a passive guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, like, because it'd be funny to go back in time and sit there and have a couple drinks with a
Yeah.
young Glenn R.J.
I
Willett.
wouldn't go back though. I'm very happy where I am today.
Well, yeah, of course.
I'm a better person for it.
Well,
Was it like rock? Not to get into the story, but did you have like a rock bottom and then you were like, I'm done drinking?
No, my rock bottom was, and I did stop just like that, cold turkey. My rock bottom is I lost a significant other over alcohol.
Yeah.
No, okay.
And that said to me, that could have been you.
Yeah, right. Yep.
And I just stopped.
Good for you to be able to realize that.
Yeah. Never too late, they say.
Right. Hey, we have a birthday shout out this morning. I wanted to remind everyone. It's actually for a very special guy around here in Manchester. I think you guys all know.
I know
him.
who we're talking about.
You know who you're talking about?
Yes, sir. He popped up in my Facebook notifications.
Here we go.
Not you, is it? No.
Kurt. Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Oh, happy birthday to Kurt.
Yeah, it's Kurt Payne's birthday today,
Happy
everybody.
birthday to my man, Kurt Payne.
Right, Major Payne, they call him.
I
in
saw him
classic
yesterday, as a
movie.
matter of fact.
He is the guy, and if you don't know Kurt, I'm going to tell you, he is the guy that is riding around town on his bike.
Picking up a lot of trash.
Picking up trash.
Making Manchester better.
Yeah.
Really, it truly is a gem here in Manchester. So if you see him out there today on his bike,
Wave at him.
he usually has his bright yellow, green safety jacket on. He has a bucket, and he goes around the downtown area. And sometimes he'll even go to a just silly road or something and pull up grass on the sidewalk or whatever. He's doing a great job. And you know Kurt, Glenn, right?
Yes, thank you for your service. We appreciate stuff like that here in the city.
We sure do.
Seriously, we need more people like him.
Definitely.
You know?
Absolutely.
Is he retired or?
No, he's not
sure.
retired. He
was in the military for a while.
Right.
Yes.
Right. He is a veteran.
He
yes.
talked to me about the military a few months ago. Actually, he called me up.
Right. Right. He's a great
He's
guy.
a great guy, yes.
And I consider him a friend. So
You should.
happy
Me too.
birthday.
Should. So I have to ask you a question, Peter. How do you insert the names on there when somebody else has a birthday? You must have a mechanism because not every song comes out with that name.
Right. Right.
So you must have a mechanism. To put the
Yeah,
name.
it's called YouTube.
Oh.
YouTube works for everything.
See,
Just like
I don't know
Duck-
why you asked. You want me to give away my secrets?
Well, I already knew it, but I wanted you to hear it from you.
Oh, okay.
Just like
I
duct tape
couldn't do
fixes
that.
everything, YouTube fixes everything.
Right. You can get pretty much
In this
anything now
industry.
on the internet. Anything. You know what I'm saying?
I'm on the radio. I'll call you back.
Oh, who's calling you, Glenn? Is that
A
Chris?
constituents.
Is that Christian's
Constituents.
ex-girlfriend calling
A
you?
constituent.
I should have left my phone.
A
Christian's
supporter.
ex-girlfriend. If my ex-girlfriend called this show,
Yeah. No.
I'd
no.
be like, "Hi, how you doing?
really?
Doing pretty good."
I think she's calling Glenn, the people's mayor.
No, that was a guy who's.
She's from Rochester, so I think the only way you should be able to listen to this was through
Facebook.
Yeah, or the website too.
Right. Do we want to hear another song from Christian? Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, I guess.
Yeah, I'd love to hear another one. Before you do the song, though, let me know where you're playing out next, so people want to come see you.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
But
I'm actually gonna put this out here now. I'm looking for a lot of venues to book me for a few. Whoa, what the heck?
Yeah, we put that WD-40 in those microphones just to do that.
And I'm looking for a few more venues because I don't know if In Town Manchester is going to have me back, and I currently don't know what my next move is because I go to school full-time too, so it's like, it's
Aren't
hard.
there like open mic nights and stuff like that? You could probably just pop that in to like find places like that where you can just sign up. to play.
Shasteen has an open mic.
Well, I'm telling you, you're doing a great job with your social media. You were welcome to check in here. We'd like to keep tabs on you, right?
Sure.
Right, Matt? We'd love to have
we
him
want
back.
to know what's going on.
Yeah, so you are a friend of the morning show.
Peter,
Consider
by the way,
that.
I'm Mr. C. When I'm in my
Mr.
role,
C.
it's Mr. C.
Mr. C.
Mr.
Come on.
C.
So I should call you Mr. C this morning?
No. I'm just
But
making
after
a
the
quick
show?
joke. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it was a joke.
Another awful joke.
I forgot to laugh. Oops.
All right. Okay, well, listen. Are you ready?
All right, let's do this.
Let's do one more here from Christian Lacosse. There you go, my friend. Take it away.
The demons in my head, they're telling me to let go of it. Every day I wake up wondering what's gonna happen next. 'Cause I don't know what this world is gonna bring, but I know I'm gonna make the best of it. 'Cause I don't know what this world is gonna bring, but I'm gonna make the best of it. Even when the demons are in my head telling me to let go, I'm gonna be the one that powers through it though. The demons in my head, they're telling me to let go. I was at the point in life where I didn't know where I was going. Sleeping on the streets, not knowing where my next meal was gonna come from. Not a dollar in my pocket, nowhere to go before I hit rock bottom. And now I look back and I realize that I've done everything right. I just took another path. The demons in my head, they're telling me to let go. Oh, I refuse to let go.
All right, that was kick-ass, man. That was really good. It really, really was. It's fantastic. I'm
Wow,
so
for my
glad.
guitar being out of tune at the moment, I'm actually like really proud that it's actually working with me. Because Thursday before the show last week, I had an issue during sound check where it wasn't working. We went through three patch chords and everything, and I was like, wait, did I just call it a patch chord? Yes, I did. It's a DI chord. And I was like, why isn't this working? We went through three of them, and then I thought it was my guitar. I thought I was going to have to run over to Music Mill and buy another guitar. But I didn't want to, and then it started working. I was like, thank God.
Right.
5 minutes before showtime, didn't have really have time for a sound check either.
Well, you keep going for it, man. Let me tell you that. I think you're doing a fantastic job. Like I said, your social media, you're good on it. You keep people interested, so you can follow him on Facebook, Instagram, right?
Yep, Christian Lacoste Music on all social media.
Very good. That is awesome.
Keep plugging it in. That's the best market tool that you can have.
That's
Exactly.
right.
Yep.
That is right. Let's say good morning to our friend John Eric O'Neill, who's very excited to see Glenn R.J. Willett here on the couch this morning.
I haven't seen or heard from John for a while. Hi, John.
Right,
Why does that name sound familiar? Why does O'Neill sound familiar?
He used to be at the studio here.
A lot of O'Neills out there.
That's right.
You know?
Don't mess with the O'Neills. Glenn, now the mayor did like canvassing the 12 neighborhoods or the 12 wards or whatever.
Well,
do you have any plans of?
Yes, I'm going to be holding town meetings in all 12 wards.
Yeah.
Really? Town meetings in all 12 wards?
Yes.
Okay.
And the mayor will not be telling us that we can't do that because it's a citizens meeting and it's not a government meeting. And I know she does that with some of the aldermen that kind of would hold
do you know,
their meetings.
No, has this been all set in stone yet? Do you know where you'll be?
We're organizing it this weekend. We already have 9 of the 12 wards already covered for that. So it's coming along.
All right, so you're in a
I mean,
full
you could do it
steer.
at Dunkin' Donuts, right? I mean, you could do it like any public space,
No, we'll be
correct?
doing it in someone's large backyard in each ward.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mentioned
Involved
yesterday?
in
You were the
community.
second person to sign up to run for mayor in the city, correct? This season, this election cycle.
Yeah, it was Victoria, myself, and then Joyce Craig, and then we have till Friday, so we never know.
So would you say that Mayor Joyce Craig is the one causing the primary?
In this case, it is. She was the third person, so
Right.
that takes care of that, doesn't it?
Well, you know she was going to run, though.
get it now.
Of course
You
we
know.
did.
Sorry.
I will tell you that running for office is not a game. It's very serious. And
Well, I don't think I think
I hold you guys to
I know,
a high
but
standard.
When Carol said transparency, she's correct. We ought to put our elected officials to make sure that they are transparent. We deserve that from our elected, all of them. I'm not naming anybody. All of them.
Well, I'm going to say that all three of you, Mayor Joyce Craig, and we have Victoria Sullivan and yourself right now in the race.
Three
And
good candidates.
I think what the three of you have in common is I think you all love the city.
We do.
And
We're all go-getters.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting.
And you think you have the vision to help improve?
Oh, I do.
Help improve the city.
If you know, it's funny. I took everything from 2001. I have an archive. I've been doing 3 minutes now since 2001, and I took everything that I've done, and you compare 2001, 2005, 2010, 2019, and the issues are not changed. We spent millions of dollars to solve the issues, but we patched them. And to me, short term is called a patch.
Right.
Long term is a benefit, and we need to start thinking with a vision of a long term. You invest to make it work.
Well, you're running on the poop scandal, correct?
No, it's not the only issue.
well,
God.
like in 2007, I was there. The school board was saying, "Oh my God, truancy is happening. We got to do something about it."
still
and then
is.
it just popped up this year, where they're like they're blown away that this is happening.
Bullying
It's been
is
happening
another
for
thing.
years,
They had patched it, and it's back. It rose its ugly head again. It's got to stop.
It's all relationships. It's not curriculum, Glenn. To me,
Well,
it's
I
all
understand
about
that. A
building
lot of it has to
relationships
do with social
kids.
media, believe it or not.
Yep,
Right.
right.
Did you
It's
know?
honestly, like last time I came on this show was to promote a concert for a 11-year-old girl from the city of Manchester who committed suicide because of bullying.
I
They're
remember.
worried about truancy, but they turn a blind eye. They don't even raise an eyebrow to the kids that commit suicide because they're stressed out because of the bullying, because it's finals, because it's midterms. They're
Sure.
stressed out.
But you know, Christian, if they really cared about truancy, they would have solved the problem. And this is how you solve it. There was a time we used to have 2 truancy officers.
Exactly.
Now we have 1.
Right.
And
Now, what would
last year he was sick for 5 months because of an operation, and they never replaced him for a temporary. So all of a sudden it went up because the kids knew I can skip school and no one's going to come after me.
And
All right.
he's choosing to which I agree with. Number one, our truancy officer in Manchester is a great guy.
Well,
He's
he
a
is.
great
He
guy.
is.
No question.
But he's got to focus
Can't
on the
do it all-
grammar school kids.
Can't do
you
it
know,
all
you
on his
can't
own.
focus on the middle school kids.
Right.
But that's everybody once again. You know, that's hey.
Right.
When I
I
was a
think they
kid, you
should have
couldn't
one
walk
for
down
each.
Elm Street. You couldn't walk down Elm Street because every adult would call you out.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
And nowadays, the adults aren't calling people out anymore.
I've always said, Matt, that no matter how much money you spend for education, if you can't get the child to school, they're not going to get an education. So it's important to have more than one truant officer in this city.
I agree.
It would work.
I think we should have 3, one for each. Like,
Well, okay. We all have these ideas. So,
Well, part of the problem though, there's over 300
talk about
kids
this all
truant per
day.
day, and it's different.
Yeah.
So like, it's not like you can be like, oh, I'm just going to focus on Hillside Middle School because
Yeah,
it's all over the
exactly.
place.
right.
And we do have 23, 22 schools. You know, it's a lot of
that's
schools.
a lot of schools.
Well, at least you know that, Glenn. I mean, that's pretty good.
I know my history.
Are you going to get invited to the debate? Will there be a debate between the three of you
There
this
will
year?
be a debate no matter what. If they don't show up, they don't show up because.
Oh, you're going to create the debate.
The charter says that we are a non-partisan election. So when they say we'll have debate, but you're excluded, it can't happen that way. It's not what the charter says.
Okay.
So if we're really going to be non-partisan, let's be non-partisan. We're not.
Right. So do you have a feeling that you will not be included?
It's happened before.
Okay.
Remember the last debate we had was on education?
Right. Well, okay, you don't have to yell. Here's the first rule about running for mayor. Don't yell at the people.
I'm not
don't
yelling.
yell at them.
That's my normal voice.
I know,
my
but
voice
I feel like you're scolding me.
I'm not scolding. The last debate we had was at the Memorial High School on education, and the only one that didn't show up was at the time Mayor Gassis. And
well, he's a busy guy. Why is he going to debate you?
There was four of us.
Oh,
Joyce,
okay.
Joyce was there as well, and I won that debate. I won the debate because I knew my answers.
Because Gatsis wasn't there.
Yeah, but how do you know you won the debate? Just you felt like
the
you won
union
it?
The union leader said that I won the debate because of the answers that I gave. They were the right answers.
Yeah, because you were the only one there.
No, there was 4 people there debating me. What are you talking about? The only one there.
I'm sorry.
I have the film. Shall I show it to you someday again?
Plot twist: 18-year-old Christian Lacoste runs for mayor.
Really? You're going to run for mayor? You're going to put your hat in? You're going to put your hat in the ring?
I'm broke.
It's all right. You just need thousands of signatures.
Thousands of signatures.
I am broke. I'm broke, and I'm still running.
Right. Well,
Has
Glenn's
nothing to
working.
do with
Can
that.
Christian borrow $100, Glenn?
Do you have a campaign manager, like a finance manager, stuff like that? Or?
I have a consultant right now, and when that gets revealed, I think people will be pretty impressed.
Yeah, well, because that's a really important
very
thing. It's not
important.
just about your ideas; it's
Yes.
being able to,
Absolutely,
battle
guys.
the partisans.
Well, unfortunately, we're running out of time, fellas. But I wanted to thank, of course, Glenn. Thanks for dropping in at
Seriously, that was
the
a
show.
surprise. My eyes widened as soon as I saw his face. I was like, "Oh, hello."
Oh well, I know. But don't get them all excited.
I'm not excited. When I
You're
heard you
excited
lost
this
my
morning.
number, I'm always excited.
I never got your number.
Right,
You never
yeah.
gave it to me.
Right.
I gave you my old number, and I was like, "Oh, crap."
Yeah, when you just told me on the radio that you had lost, it blew up and you have a different number, so I better show up because how am I going to get a hold of him?
Right. Stephen Philbrook says I'm losing the debate against Glenn.
He is?
Was there a debate?
Y'all will lose the debate against me.
Right.
Just kidding. I don't know
Right.
much about this city yet.
Well, Stephen, he was yelling.
I wasn't yelling. It's my normal voice.
No, you were yelling.
My
You were
normal
yelling.
voice.
We got to get Stephen Philbrook in here because he'll win that crying game.
People who know me knows that that's my regular
The
voice.
winner of the crying game today was Mr. Mike Martin.
Mikey. One more. Give us
Congratulations.
one more, Mikey.
Can you?
Give us some more.
Yeah, there it is. Yes, mark it.
That's too easy for him.
It's fantastic.
Yes, it is.
All right, let's say goodbye to everyone in our Facebook Live.